Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Jedi Talk. I'm your host, Brad Hughes, and today is a glorious day. I'm so excited to talk about everything today. But before we get into everything we're going to talk about today, I'm joined by my co-host, Evan Boucher. Evan, what's going on, dude?
Hello there, my friend. Glorious is right. Aside from the tsunami outside, like we live on Camino, which, spoilers, no
That's what it
longer
feels like.
exists. But that's
Hey,
fine.
the planets still exist, man.
That's true.
I mean, just what the mining,
I
the
forget the
cloning
name
facilities.
of the city. Topeka
don't.
City? Topata City? Something like that.
Something like
anyway, but that's what it feels like. But glorious day nonetheless.
It's a glorious day nonetheless because today, not only am I joined by you, which is fantastic. Anytime I get to hang out and talk Star Wars with Evan, it's fantastic. But
Is it
today, oh, Jesus Christ, start of a new era. He's here in person. By the glow of his laptop, Tom Oakry.
By the right of the council, by the will of the force. I am fucking here in person,
He's
god
here.
damn it!
That's the best
He's
intro.
here in person.
I'll never get over how good that is.
Yeah, thank you. And you could thank Fallen Order for that one. Because
Right?
when I was playing through it again, it's like, holy shit, I got it. Yeah,
Dude, you know what's
that's
funny?
that's
I'm
my
gonna
open.
I'm going to start the podcast by saying, hello there, by the right of the council, by the will of the
And
force.
we're both gonna be like,
just stealing
what
both
the-
of your intros.
I would have
we do?
flipped the table on your ass.
Because it would have been a good nod to what's happening, and no one would have known until a minute and 20 seconds in, which
That's
is where we're
true.
at right now. But
That's true.
guys,
Totally
we're
worth
here
it.
for the first time in person. This is
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to apologize if there's any audio issues. We're going to figure out your microphone situation next week, but you got here, you made the trip from Arizona to Florida.
I did.
Are you okay?
I am very, very, very tired, but we're here.
I can't believe you went to the parks today.
I did. Fuck yeah, I had to
Rope
go.
drop, too.
Yeah, rope dropped
no,
it.
You weren't fucking around, dude. You were
No.
like,
Yeah.
let's go. I'm here for it. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't mess around when it comes to Disney parks. I'm probably gonna rope drop until I get tired of rope dropping.
Yeah.
See,
I'll
he's
give
me.
that-
He's me. I love that.
You were me too, and then about 6 months in, after also working there, I was like,
I still do it. I did it like a week
I'm
ago.
good,
I still do
I'm
it.
good, I'm good.
Well,
So, before we get into anything else on the podcast, I just want to thank you for the bottle of whiskey you brought.
Blackened.
Explain what this is.
Yes, okay, so this is, so everybody, you will come to learn, if you haven't learned already, I am obsessed with a lot of things, Star Wars, DC Comics, my wife, and Metallica. And Metallica just recently, a couple years ago, came out with their own whiskey, and just branded it and shipped it, and it's called Blackened. So if you know Metallica, you know one of their first opening track off of And Justice for All is Blackened. So this isn't just some regular whiskey, right? Like I was telling Brad, the big music guy, they forged this whiskey with sound. Like a member of the
What that
band.
means, by the way.
I forgot to tell you this.
You're gonna look it up. You'll know in like an hour. I know.
Your microphone, we need to get new cables, so I need you to take it out of the holster and like kind of. I don't even know if they heard you the
holding
first
it
part.
on there. So.
It's a shit show. We're you wouldn't think we're in the top 2% of the podcasts in the world, but we are. But you wouldn't know what the fucking mic issues we've been having. So do me a favor, wrap the cable around your hand in like a circle shape. You kind of know that. Do this. Hang on.
Continue, Tom.
Oh, no, you're good. You guys are good.
So you can hold it in there, but also hold it to your face. Perfect.
Okay.
And that should stay there. Because it has like yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little stand-up trick. You're welcome.
Nice.
So go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
What I was
just wanna
saying
make sure people
was...
can hear what he's saying.
What I was saying, every single batch of this whiskey that was made, you have batch 98 that I brought with you today and gave to you. So that was the set list that forged this sound. All Metallica songs was arranged by one
Pause.
James
Pause.
Hetfield.
It's popping, so I'm going to trade mics with you. I'll trade mics with you. Because that one's fine. That one should be good to go no matter what you do. This one I can like put in a little nice little
Gotcha.
spot and be done.
Nice.
Beautiful. We're done.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No worries, yeah. Testicle difficulties there. So every single batch set list is arranged by a member of the band. This one, batch 98, which we have right here and we're about to take a drink of, was arranged by my favorite member of the band and a huge inspiration of mine, James Hetfield. So everyone knows
Lead
who James
singer,
Hetfield
correct?
is. Lead singer, rhythm
I know-
guitarist.
I know stuff.
You fucking know who James Hetfield is,
Yeah.
okay?
One of the best Rogan episodes ever, by the way.
Oh, God, yeah. He's
It's
so
good.
cool.
He's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, I even told you, like, when I heard that episode, I was like, dude, he's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
James Hetfield is the man. He's
The
cool as shit.
one and only chance I ever got to meet him in the music video, he was incredible.
Explain that to people who don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. So, big Metallica fan, like I may mentioned. 2016, when Metallica was filming music videos for their up-and-coming Hardwired to Self-Destruct, their most recently released album, saw it on Facebook. Hey, we're looking for fans. If you want, join our next music video. So I did. They wanted pictures. Those of you who don't know what I look like, I have a full Metallica album sleeve cover tattooed on my right arm. So I sent pictures in of that, and they said, "Yeah, you're going to come on in and be in this music video." So
we got you. Yeah,
So-
we
You're
see
actually
that.
overqualified.
Jesus
so
Christ!
I-
Put a T-shirt on.
I booked
Please don't.
by for reasons I couldn't even begin to explain, because I don't want to get fired by my employer. No, I'm kidding. This is a former employer. But I basically took, I squeezed all the funds I could possibly squeeze out of to get a flight from Phoenix to San Francisco, because they were filming in Oakland 2 days after that. So, long story short, met Metallica. I'm in a music video. Go look it up. It's called
That's
Halo on
awesome,
Fire.
dude. I remember when you sent me that, and I was like, "Oh shit, there he is!"
That's
And it's
crazy.
not like you're in the background.
Nope.
You are clear as day in the front for like a good portion of it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope, man.
Yes, sir.
I can't imagine being in a Led Zeppelin video.
Oh, you would die. You would die happy. You'd be done. That's it.
I would be.
That'd
so
be
happy.
insane. Do you want to know your set list that forged this?
Yeah, man. Of
Yeah,
course.
I
You're
got
gonna
you.
have to listen to this when you drink it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You-
So-
Can you screenshot it and send it to me?
I absolutely will.
Thank you.
So, Just a Bullet Away, which is actually not on an official album technically. It was an EP, so it was a throwaway song that they never used for an official album, and then they re-released it because they kind of liked it, and they were doing
played it live.
Yeah,
Then
played
it counts. It's canonical.
Yeah, played it live. So, Just a Bullet Away. Here Comes Revenge off of Hardwired to Self-Destruct. No Remorse off their first album, Kill 'Em All. The Unforgiven 3 off of Death Magnetic. Harvester of Sorrow off of And Justice for All. And Justice for All off of And Justice for All. Motor Breath off of Kill 'Em All. And Thorn Within off of Load. So this is a kick-ass set list. You're going to like this.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna go on a limb and say you have seen Motorhead live in concert.
Motorhead?
Yeah.
Actually, I've never seen Motorhead live in concert.
Rest in peace, Lemmy.
Lemmy. Oh,
God, that
that
broke my
hurt.
heart.
That hurt.
That one. That was that before Chester from Linkin Park?
It was.
It was, right?
Mhm.
I remember. Do you know who Lemmy from Motorhead is? The
No.
Ace of Spades. The Ace
Okay,
of
yeah, no,
Spades.
I
That's-
didn't know the name
He's
of
the.
the person.
It's one of the best. I mean, they're legends. I mean, I have not personal stories, but have interviewed people who have had personal accounts with him. That guy was fucking wild. Like, when you think of like rock star shit, like that dude was that
He's who you
times
should picture.
10.
Yeah.
No, like who you should picture, and then be like, Jesus Christ, like he was wild.
It's just a Sunday for him. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
like shit that like Zeppelin did when they were destroying hotel rooms in the '70s on Sunset Strip.
yeah.
That ain't shit
Just
compared to
Sunday
what Lemmy
morning
was doing.
for this
Lemmy
guy.
was shooting heroin and also doing those things.
So when I was in a band, Evan, by the name of Scourge, thank you very much, played bass and sang. Our very last show ever, we covered Ace of Spades. And to get the sound of Lemmy's voice right, I set it up with the bartender before the gig. I said, when I point to you and call your name, his name was Chops. The name of the bartender was Chops because he had huge sideburns, so we called him Chops. So I'm like, when I say Chops, I'm like, I need a shot of whiskey. So I dedicated the song to Lemmy. Exactly.
And it's not even close to what I'm doing.
It's not. Like, you
not
need
even
whiskey,
close.
you need to smoke a pack of cigarettes,
You
and
need-
then you get the Lemmy voice.
You need like what is the Indian cigarettes, the American Spirits?
Oh, yep,
You need
yep,
like
American
a
Spirit.
full pack of American
Yeah.
Spirits, an entire bottle of Jack Daniels, some heroin, some meth, and then you might have a chance of doing his voice. I mean, he was a
Sounds
legend.
fun.
Like, for real. Like, I know we're talking shit, but like he was a legit legend.
Legend.
Anyway, sorry, I just
Oh, you're
thought of
good.
Motorhead. I don't know why,
You're good.
but I'm super stoked to try this whiskey.
Yeah.
Let's
do it.
Fucking do
The
it.
only
man.
thing
Let's
that's
do it.
missing, like, to embody Brad is Star Wars on this, but it's basically Brad in a bottle. Like,
It's
this is
Brad in
like-
a bottle, man.
yeah,
Music,
this is you.
whiskey. I'm
This is
all in.
totally-
Yeah, I'll let you
If it
pour
was
your own.
banana flavored, we'd be in fucking heaven right now.
It's Metallica flavored, forged with sound.
Does it smell like them?
Do you know how badass it is that it's for? Now, here's the thing too. I'm gonna be very honest. If I don't like this, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it.
No,
You-
please
You will.
tell me. I want to know. I mean, I'm not the whiskey
Try it on the
person.
nose first. I'm gonna try on the
Yeah,
nose
that
first. We'll
smells
see.
really
We'll
good.
see. We'll see what it's. the fact that you're saying that is good. But I will be honest. If I don't like this, I'm going to go,
Please, yeah, be honest.
You know, the music might be better than the whiskey. We'll see. Hang on. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. It's pretty complicated on the nose. There's like some fruit notes in there. So, did they claim that like every barrel is different because of the sound waves that go into it?
You got it.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they would have to change something. I mean, you're not. It's. I mean, just by the simple fact of the. I mean, if I'm just being completely objective, the simple fact of the vibration in the barrel wouldn't sit the same. So it would have some sort of change to the whiskey itself. Because if you just sit it in the barrel for 10 years, it's going to have one flavor. If you vibrate it and it doesn't quite get those notes in there, it's going to change it a little bit.
Change the way it vibrates for the next barrel.
Exactly. Yeah. So it would change it a little bit, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It's on the nose. It's almost fruity.
Fruity? Okay.
Well, getting like some... being such a douche right now.
He is. He looks like one too.
This has
okay.
been whiskey testing.
I love whiskey. I love whiskey. Like I'm no bullshit. Like I told my family this past week, if I had fuck you money, there's a school in Austin that can teach you how to become a whiskey sommelier. I would take that course. It'd take 2 years.
Fuck yeah.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
That'd be awesome.
I almost like smell like candy flavors on the nose. All right, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's good. It's actually really, really good.
Awesome. Blackened.
It's like honeysuckle taste, almost.
Yeah.
And then there's like a hard ash flavor at the end, which I'm okay with.
It hangs
'Cause I
around.
like, yeah. I'm okay with like a complex. Like a complex is what you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good whiskey, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Put the cork in that shit so it doesn't evaporate.
Here.
That's good.
Shit balls.
Where'd we go? I really didn't even see it. I think it flew under the. You see it?
I do not see it.
Oh, no.
Did it really fly under there?
Yeah, I think it flew under.
Oh, crap.
All right, well, here, we'll do this.
I don't know about this.
That's not
I
gonna
have a
work.
bad feeling about this.
Somebody write down 12 minutes in.
12.
Somebody write down 12 minutes
I got you.
I gotta find this. That's good whiskey, man.
Thank you.
Oh, you bullshit.
Good. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I was hoping
Man,
you
I
liked
took
it.
it out. As much as
What are you gonna do?
What do you got?
To save a bottle of whiskey, I'll fucking do it.
Oh, I think I see it right there.
I feel it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Perfect. Glad we found that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's good whiskey. No idea. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I don't
Wait,
fall
lost
apart here.
those.
Yeah, we got him. Just throwing one arrow on so I can make sure that I see I'm off. So I can make sure that I sunk it. I gotta get new shit this week. Alright, we're good. Alright, ready? Alright, we lost a minute. That's okay. It was worth it for a bottle of whiskey. A minute for a bottle of whiskey? Sounds
Oh, yeah.
good.
Sounds good.
All right, so what do we... I mean, we're here. This is wild. Like, it almost feels surreal that we're all here.
Yeah. Perfect timing for something you learned today, too.
Okay, so that's what we're going to get into.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm I got off the phone like an hour and a half ago with... I'm going to keep him anonymous just in case something happens. With someone who is booking the iHeartRadio Podcast Festival in Charlotte for 2021, September 20th through the 26th. And guys, we're going to be a part of it. I don't know.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
I don't know what exactly that means yet. Shit. Here we go again. I don't know exactly what that means yet, but we are going to be a part of that festival 100%. I don't know if I'm going to send you or if I'm going to send Evan or if I'm going to go and just kind of do what I can. But I got emotional with you guys when I told you about this, and there's a few reasons. So let's back up to 2011, okay? I'm going through a divorce. I'm having a rough go. I'm just starting to be a stand-up comedian. I have done improv for about a year and a half, and I'm transitioning from improv to stand-up comic. And part of being a comedian, I don't know if you guys know this, but part of being a comedian is you kind of attach yourself to a comedy club, and you work your way up from inside the club. So there is a grand tradition. The best example of this is the Comedy Store in LA. To work your way up from like a doorman to becoming a legitimate, full-ass blown headlining comic across the country. I mean, Ari Shaffir, Bobby Lee. I mean, you can go on for days naming people who were doormen who became comics. It's part of the culture. It's kind of, how do I start? That's how you start. You become a doorman, you work there, they give you time, you kind of just keep moving up and up and up and up, right? So, again, 2011, I'm a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed stand-up comic. I'm doing open mics. I get a job as a doorman at the Comedy Zone, and I start working there part-time. And when I say part-time, I mean like 4 hours a week. You don't make any money. Like that's the thing that sucks about comedy. Is you make zero money until you're Dane Cook.
That's like all entertainment, though, to be honest.
Yeah, until you're the name on the marquee, you're not making shit. I mean, still to this day, if you're a feature act, so if you go see a comedy show, the normal format is MC, feature act, headliner. Headliners are the one making the money. The MC will make $450 for the weekend. That's across 5 or 6 shows. It's not a lot of money. You lose money trying to do that. So like you have to have like another source of income. But that's neither here nor there. But as an MC, which is what I was doing, that's usually ran by the club. So the club will go like, hey, you fit with this comics. Like I open for Burr.
Like
that's how I open for Burr. Yeah, you're warming up the crowd. Like you do the announcements, you do all that shit. That's how I opened for Bill Burr. That's how I opened for Charlie Murphy. Everybody that I opened for, that's how I did it. Was because it was like a good match for the show. So like, hey, you're kind of funny in the way Tom Segura is funny. You're funny the way Bill Burr is funny.
Right.
You're funny the way Charlie Murphy's funny. We're going to throw you up there so you can kind of fit in with the show.
So they get used to that style.
Because you wouldn't put like, just take stature away from it. You wouldn't go like Joe Rogan, Mark Maron, and like Eliza Schlesinger. Like that might work at the Comedy Store, but like in an actual show format, if people don't know who those people are, that's not going to work. It just doesn't make sense. So I was very vocal very early on about needing to get these specific comedians booked here because this new podcasting thing, we're talking 2011, this new podcasting thing is going to take over. Dude, when I tell you I got so much pushback from the club owner himself, and I'm not going to say your name, but you own the Charlotte Comedy Zone still to this day. You know who you are, and I know you're going to hear this. I know you are. I got so much pushback from you that podcasting is a fad. It's never going to be a thing. Like, just let it be for 3 or 4 years. It's going to not be a thing. The thing was that annoyed me the most, and because at the time I was doing a podcast called The Lower Level Podcast with me and Patrick Diontente and Reed Lestede. We were doing these like comedy podcasts that were like on a very local level, and every comic in Charlotte was listening to it and going like, "This is fucking hilarious." I don't know how
they can relate to it. So
exactly. So it was like a thing in Charlotte where like every week someone would come up, every comic would go, "Dude, I love your podcast. It's fantastic." And we were doing. I mean, like, we're not doing as good as we are now, but like we were doing good numbers even then in like 2000. I'm talking 2013, early on.
That's crazy because I didn't even hear about podcasts. I was so late to the game till like 2017.
Yeah, dude.
2018.
This is.
I was so late to hearing about it.
I legitimately like. I think I announced my son being born on a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, and he's 10 now almost.
That's insane.
Damn.
I never even heard that. I would have been like, I have no clue what it is.
Yeah, like I've been doing this for a long time, and not only have I been doing it, I've been listening for a long time. Like the reason I got onto the Tom Segura show is because I was a fan of your Mom's House podcast back then, and they were talking 2012, 13 maybe. I mean, like it's old. This is all old shit. And so I kept going like part of I'm back up a little bit. Part of what comedy clubs do is they book a comic, and then they have these like internal hookups like, hey, we're the comedy club in town, so we can go to the local news station and take these comics who are going to be here this week and get free advertising. It's content that they don't have to pay for. It's advertising we don't have to pay for. It's a swap. So they go like, hey, we're going to take Bobby Lee to Fox 14 or whatever the hell it is in Charlotte. And I used to do that. I used to drive comics to those media things and to the radio station.
That's cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I did that a lot actually, and it was just. I mean, it's so. What I was thinking was at the time was, we're not really like there's nobody flying in and we're going, hey, come do this podcast. And that's the thing that everyone's listening to, because you can, I mean, any comic will tell you when they fly into town and they do a radio show, they're never coming and they're not going to sell out a room based on the Fox morning show in their local town. Like, it's just the crowd that watches the morning show is not coming to a comedy show.
No.
I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to do it, but they do that in every major market and every minor market because it's the most eyes on this. I mean, like, it's a numbers game, right? So I was going. We have this side room by the stage. So the way the Comedy Zone is set up, it's like there's like a rim that goes around the room. There's a stage, and then there's like back layers. But to the left of the stage is a broom closet, literally, that I turned into a podcast studio. There we go. That I turned into a podcast studio for the lower level podcast, which is what me and Reed and Patrick were doing. And I was like, is that cool that we can use this space? And like, yeah, absolutely. Like, we don't give a shit. Podcasting is not real. Go have fun. Do your thing. Go ahead, stupid. Go have fun in the broom closet. We don't care. And it was our first studio. You can go back and look, and I would book local comics and be like, you're funny. I want you on the show. And it became a thing to the point that, like, David Tell's opener at the time contacted us and was like, I listen to your podcast. I really enjoy it. I can't say we're going to get David Tell on. We might get David Tell on. Can I come on the show? And I was like, I don't even fuck if you get David Tell on. I know who you are. You're hilarious. Matt Fernandez, absolutely. We'll get you on. And he came on and did it. It was fucking awesome.
Sweet.
And it was in that studio. So I went to the owner of the Comedy Zone. Again, this is the third time I brought this up to this guy. And I was like, can we please do a Comedy Zone podcast? You have these people coming in anyway. Have it just come for 15 minutes for an. I mean, if you want to do an hour, if you want to do, 30 minutes, whatever, just to get an interview, so you can go. Bobby Lee's here, so you can go. Tom Segura's here. You're going to get clicks because these people are famous. Like, what are you doing? You have this whole opportunity where you're just coming in.
It doesn't cost you anything.
It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be there anyway. So if you bring them like 30 minutes before the show, they're going to get warmed up and loose for the show. If the host is good, you could do that, and they're ready to go.
Throw them a beer ahead of time.
Yeah, and they're fine. And it's. I had Pauly Shore on the show at one point. He came in at one point, thought it was the green room, was like, "What's up, bro? Oh shit, it's not the green room," and walked out. It literally happened on our podcast at one point.
That is funny. She's like, yes, it is.
It was like, come inside.
Come on.
But we used to do like tag team shows, like, so we'd be doing like an open mic. I'd be doing the podcast. They'd be going out to the stage, coming back in, and like talking about the crowd. It was fun.
So
it was
you're not
fun.
wasting your time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were all just kind of, and that way when you go do it, it doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel weird because you're already talking to people. And it was just like a natural extension of what you're doing already.
Yeah.
So I was like, can we please do a Comedy Zone podcast? No, it's a fad. It's never going to work out. We're not doing it. They eventually do one after I'm not there anymore.
Of course.
Always.
And now
Sluts.
I just got called by the booker of the Charlotte Comedy Zone to come and do the iHeartRadio podcast festival. And I'm very excited, but I'm also like, fuck, I could have been doing this for 10 years with you guys. It's almost like a letdown, but like I'm very excited to be doing it.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, you said you've never told me this story, and no, I've never heard this story. So that's that's insanely big. Well, it means something. Yeah.
It made me emotional, man. Like, for real. Like, I hate to be all.
It's like a combination of like a homecoming / I told you so.
Yeah, it's a homecoming. Yeah. I told you so. It's exactly what it is.
That's
because
so weird.
Guess who's back, bitch?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because it's like, I'm so happy that they're acknowledging this finally. But
Right.
like, what the fuck took you so long? It's almost like they didn't know about it until the Rogan thing happened with Spotify.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, now this is legitimate. It's like, hey, man, it was legitimate 10 years ago when people were selling out based on their podcast.
Even if you don't want
we
to say
had Dan
Kevin.
Harmon come and do a live podcast from Charlotte.
Jeez.
And I'm like, what are you doing? You're booking it based on it being a podcast and it's sold out. What are you doing?
Probably just stubbornness, man, honestly. Like, come on. Like, they probably knew it was big, but like, nope, I said 5 years ago, no. I gotta stick to my gun. I don't know.
Well, knowing the owner, I would say that's probably a good
Could be
bet.
just stubbornness.
That would be a good bet because he's an older. He's not old. He's like an older guy.
Yeah.
And it was like, nah, radio's never going anywhere. Okay. Okay. Let me know how that goes. But I don't know, man. I'm very happy to have been invited.
Fuck yeah.
But
Yeah.
and I cannot fucking wait to go. So Jedi Talk Podcast is going to be at the fucking iHeartRadio Podcast Festival in Charlotte. Fist bumping you fucking via
And
the
see,
cloud.
That's how
I'm so
little
excited,
and how
man.
late I am. I don't even know what entails with a podcast festival.
I don't know
So,
exactly. The
yeah,
details
no
are
idea.
still
Never
up in
heard
the
of
air,
that
but
before, yeah.
But
I've heard the
I
phrase,
said
I
yes.
just don't know what it is.
I said yes, and like I said,
Yeah.
like if I'm the only one that goes, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll represent. It'll be all good. But I felt vindicated today. Like I felt fucking like the fact that it took a Star Wars podcast to wake these guys up to like this is what it is and to be included in this is insane to me. Because you could have had someone who's been for the past decade interviewing every headliner you had come in every fucking weekend. And I'm not being shitty, but I'm gonna be shitty for
shit on.
The host of the podcast, the Comedy Zone podcast, the last time I heard it was dog shit. That's all I'm gonna say. It may have not changed. If it hasn't changed, you know exactly who the fuck you are. If it has changed, you know, you might not. It might not be you, but it was bullshit. And and it was like, how are you a comic asking another comedian these fucking questions? Like, well, what made you start stand-up? We're all damaged. That's what made you start stand-up. We're fucked up. That's what made you start comedy. You wanted to be liked in class. You were weird-looking or tall or ugly or whatever the fuck.
Or you got fingered in the butthole.
Exactly. Or a priest diddled you.
I mean, I don't know.
That's exactly what comedy is. Comedy is like, I used to do a joke of there's comedy and strippers, and there's a gray zone. And there's this weird middle part, and that's why we all get along. It's because that's what it is. And that's just... Tom Fleming is up. It's what it is.
I can't say what I thought to myself.
Yeah, you can.
No. I'm not getting canceled right away.
Get canceled.
I'm not getting canceled right away.
I'm on a comedy podcast festival.
Is that why women go to strippers instead of going to comedy?
Yeah,
is that why they're better at that?
No. That's a legitimate thing. I think you're absolutely right. Because most women don't, and this is, here, talk about getting canceled, holy shit. Most women don't have the ability to have a personality. So they just turn to their looks and go like, I'm hot, right? And you're like, I guess that's all you have to offer. So here's $5. Let me see your tits, and you walk away.
So that reflects both ways. That shows you how stupid men are and how
exactly.
Oh, absolutely, yeah,
you're not
absolutely.
Just one of us.
No, exactly. I was like, oh,
yeah.
I'll see tits. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay. Yep.
What's this Pornhub I can go to for free?
But yeah, so we're doing, and that was a weird story to get to that, but
Yeah.
That's all right. Strip clubs and comedians.
Because it was like the same venue, the same booker, all that shit. Fell in line to do that. I just felt fucking vindicated, and here we go. Now that's fucking out of the way. This whiskey's delicious. Let's talk about the fucking shit we came to talk about.
Yeah. Well, we came to talk about that. You kidding me?
Guys, the Star Cruiser.
We
were dead on.
Cruiser. I was actually
dead
undershooting.
fucking on.
I was undershooting my price. I don't think I ever told you my guesses. So
we were dead on.
You said like 5.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
Brett.
We said
Brett
25
actually.
a day.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
so
kind of what we settled
it.
on. Yeah.
We nailed it. It was we said 25 a day. I don't know if it was you or me that said that, but whoever the fuck it was.
I initially called out like a $3,500 total price, trying to compare it to like the most recent cruise I had taken.
My guess was like 30.
Yeah. So then, Brad, you were the one that actually overshot it, and you're like, no, I think it's going to be more 5,000 total. So if anything, you called it.
I just know that we called it. I don't give a
Am I
shit
the
who
only
did.
person
We
that
did. We
like,
called
isn't
it.
saying this is insane and crazy? Because my guess of
No, dude, it's
3,500.
insane and crazy.
My guess of 3,500 was like without knowing what was going to be involved. I was like, okay, they'll give you a bed to stay in, and then you go to a 2, and then you like see Ray, and like, okay, there you go. But there's so much more to it.
Pull it closer.
There's so much more to it. So
yeah, there is, but there's
when I
also
saw that,
not.
I was like, oh, I think it's worth that extra money I didn't plan for.
Here's the
So
thing. I have been defending this for the past weekend because I've been with family who do not give a flying fuck about Star Wars.
it's not for them though.
It's true. It's not for them.
It's not for... No, you're absolutely right. It is not for them. But here's the thing. How many people is this legitimately for?
Oh, at least the 3 people in this room.
Oh yeah, 100% of us.
$15,000. Woo!
100% of us, but 5% of the population.
Okay.
Maybe.
Now, we know for a fact they've said this. There's 100 rooms on board.
Yep.
That's,
And they still haven't
that's
told us the
insanely low,
last
by the
2
way. Just-
sizes, right? There's 2
Yeah,
rooms
there's
they didn't
There's
give
one
us.
room they didn't give
Just
slots
one?
for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
DSMI Newscast did
Yeah.
a really good breakdown of...
That was a great video, Jack.
Yeah.
Good job,
Check
Jack.
out Jack, DSMI Newscast video on it. It was really, really, really good.
I just drove by the Star Cruiser for the first time today.
It's
Ooh,
insanely
I drive
small.
past
It is
every day.
tiny. It's the
Yeah.
first thing that
Yeah.
Courtney and I said, or I said, I was like, wow,
I
that's
don't
smaller
know
than I
where
anticipated.
The dining venue is. I'm
It's
like, where are
going
you
to be
putting
multi-level.
this?
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Yeah.
the way they're going to do the levels is it's going to look like a 4-story building, but they're going to divide it into 2 stories. So when you go into each individual
Yeah.
story, it's going to look like it's taller and smaller.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
No, that's true.
What you would
I'd
do.
bet that too.
Because you have to mess with the space, right? If something's really small, you have to manipulate the space and make it look like it's a bigger space.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they're going to pull this off. Like, the thing is for me, so let's talk about the official pricing. Has
What,
anybody had it pulled up?
I
Ready
do.
to go?
You
I do,
too? Okay.
yeah.
But like, at these prices, it's going to pay for itself in what, like a year? If it's full every day?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Did-
I'm not worried about. Hang on. I'm not worried about Disney making their money.
No.
Financially,
off
it's
of
a
this?
success. Already, financially, it's a success.
If you sell
But-
out every booking on day one, it's a success already. I mean, essentially,
Yeah.
like the building's so fucking small. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
there's a lot of technical shit that goes into the building, but the
Yeah.
building itself and like all the stuff. in
And
there
they don't
is-
have to theme it on the outside. It just it looks like a prison on the
Yeah,
outside.
it does look like a prison.
They don't have to theme it, so they save money there. So like
Yeah, there's no theming on the outside.
No.
Okay, so here's the question that I got asked 3 times independently this weekend. I'm talking about this.
3.
3.
Who else are you asking? The Stormtrooper helmet?
No, how good is that thing, by the way?
That thing's beautiful.
Oh, I love it. It's the Last Jedi Black Series helmet.
The Last Jedi's canon, by the way. Did you know?
I did know, in fact, I watched it
It
today.
shouldn't be though. It sucks.
You can go get bent.
I love it. I love that. I love that shirt. You wore
Thank
it
you.
at Trader Sam's the other day.
I wore it.
In Trader Sam's.
I did.
We had people say that shirt is awesome. I love that movie.
I wore it again today at Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
and I had to change out of it because I sweat my ass off. But I got again. People were like, "Awesome shirt, great!" And then I was in line in queue for Rock and Roller Coaster, and there was one cast member who was laughing. It was like, "The Last Jedi is canon." She just started laughing. I said, "It is, yeah." And she's like, "But it doesn't have to be. Not
Whoa.
for me." I said,
Yeah,
"But
well,
but the
then-
funny
yeah,
thing
you
is, it
Go
is."
home,
That's not how it works.
Hang a rope over your ceiling and hang yourself because it's the shit.
That's not how it works. You
I don't like
decide what's
Attack of
canon.
the Clones, but it's canon. Whether
Yeah.
I fucking like it or not, it's
Yeah.
canon. Like, don't kid yourself. Like, it's canon.
You don't decide what's canon.
No, you don't get to decide.
That's not how it works.
I have
It's to Dave Filoni.
I have a random Attack of the Clones question that you might know.
Maybe.
That green lightsaber that Anakin wields,
Yeah.
that he gets on the Battle of Geonosis. Do you know whose lightsaber that is?
No, and Obi-Wan gets a random one too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
said
that's right.
They
That's
just
right.
throw 'em
They
random
both get a
lightsabers.
random
I
one.
wondered that too. I'm like,
Yeah.
do they just have these sitting around in a box?
Is that a lightsaber? The lightsaber book? Because I forgot about Obi-Wan getting
No,
one too.
those ones aren't in the book.
Damn it!
Their own lightsabers are.
Do you have the book?
No, but I would look through the whole thing at your house when the day
Did you
you
have
had.
that in mind when you were taking a peek?
That's one of the many questions I've had.
Really?
It's
Okay.
like
No, I'm not being shitty. I'm
No,
genuinely asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't specifically think about it, but I've been thinking that for years as well. You guys probably have too.
No, I haven't.
But you
I
pointed
have.
out that in
'Cause I'm
Revenge of the
Stanakin.
Sith that Palpatine uses Anakin's lightsaber in
Yeah.
one of the scenes.
Yep.
I just found out earlier today that they do the same thing with Grievous in Revenge of the Sith. In 2 of his hands, one hand is Anakin's and the other hand is Obi-Wan's.
What?
George Lucas just got lazy. Like, come on, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Boo!
No.
Yeah.
Come on, right?
The other 2 are
Did somebody
accurate.
fix that?
2
When they
of
like,
his hands are accurate. They're from like the Clone Wars animated series and stuff. The Jedi he's killed, so those are
Really?
accurate. Yeah, and I'm like, that's a sick detail. I love it. But the other 2 hands,
Dude, that's fucking annoying.
come on.
That's
Yeah.
annoying.
I'm gonna have to check that
God
out.
damn
Yeah,
it.
But
yeah, but
At some
goddamn it is
point-
right.
at some point, are we going to see that in 20 years at Doc's? The random lightsaber from Attack of the Clones.
Maybe we'll see it in Obi-Wan. Maybe he kept it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Maybe he kept it. Maybe put in like a little locker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks coincidentally a lot like what Doc says.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Just like in Fallen Order.
Yep.
But, yeah, so I don't know, because he gets his own. He builds his own again for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
So he's got his
I
own
know.
back. But
That's a weird one.
that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Dang. I'd love to know more. Do they just have 50 random lightsabers in a box at the temple? Just for, just in
I know
case.
the Padawan ones are like a standard.
Stock issue.
Right.
Stock
Yeah,
issue.
because you don't
That they
build
get-
your
yeah.
own until like
you're
that's
ready
part of
to-
your trials.
Yeah, until you're ready to
When
go.
you go to Elam,
Elam,
yeah,
yeah.
Elam. I would say
Yeah,
Elam.
there's a couple
Elam.
other planets, but that's like the main
Yeah.
one. That's like where you want to go.
Ilam's the planet. Like,
Elam's amazing.
Elam.
You get through the fireworks.
Yeah,
I do.
Must be 10
How
o'clock,
great is
right?
that?
Is that what
That
they
That
do?
is pretty cool.
Dude, you're a fucking Floridian.
I
now.
am a Floridian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, coming from Arizona, there wasn't big of a difference as far as the freedoms that I brought. Yeah,
That
well,
too, the freedoms.
and the freedoms I brought along with me to Florida. But the
Yeah, you just gotta transfer those. You know, those concealed carries over.
yeah, I've got to transfer. I'm a big.
No, it's what it is, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
no shame in
there's
that.
like 4 states that are basically their own country, and Arizona is one, and Florida is one.
Yep.
Yeah, and
So
both have done exceedingly well during the pandemic. Anyway,
yeah,
you know, take that as you will. You can get mad or you can move.
and I'm
Enjoy California.
Everyone wants to
fucks.
move here. If you, even if you don't admit it, you want to.
Dude,
Secretly, you want to.
Courtney and I saw at least 100 U-Hauls And now I went from
Right.
Phoenix, Arizona to Orlando, Florida. I took the I-10 the whole way basically until I started going south in this
Exciting.
great state of Florida. And I so many U-Hauls, and a lot of the cars they were toting had California plates on them.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that really
weird?
funny?
Yeah. Shit gets squirrely. Everyone's like, I don't want to be vegan anymore. Let's move to Florida. Bunch of pussies.
Oh my lord, it's true, vegans.
iHeartRadio 22.
Yes, we got off that path there, but and I love California. It's a beautiful state,
I love, if I
a
didn't live
beautiful
here, I'd love
fucking state.
California.
Right?
I've only been there. What I think 3 days out of my whole life.
Going
but I
there
loved
soon. I can't wait.
It's
I'm
beautiful
not,
to
I'm
visit.
not willing to say when, but because I don't know for sure.
it. I'm never
going
gonna
at
live
least-
there, but it's beautiful
You're
to
never
visit.
gonna live there?
No,
Really?
no.
The day my daughter turns 18, see you. I'm out in California.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah,
We'll miss
100%.
you.
I love
Oh.
California.
We'll miss
Man.
you. Hey, that's a perfect chance. We'll go visit you.
You can come
That's
to stay in
beautiful.
California for free. Like, I don't know why you guys
don't
are
care
filming me.
for free or not.
We'll
I'll
do the
visit you.
podcast remotely again. We've done it before. We'll do it again.
That'd be awesome.
fine.
To have a friend in California.
Yeah, my brother's gonna move there too. I think they were getting married.
Well, that's what I was talking about. He's my friend in California.
My brother, Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's not completely out of the realm of possibilities for Courtney and I to ever go back to Phoenix. I didn't sell my house in Phoenix.
Yeah, smart move.
We own that shit, so renting it out.
By the way, what are your first impressions
Jeez.
of Florida?
First impressions of Florida, as a resident, I mean, because I've visited here tons of times before. It's you know, it's new. It's different. It's exciting because I am coming from a desert, right, into a wetland essentially. So when you were talking, you were texting about rain earlier. I was like, bring it on. Like I've been loving this daily rain shit.
You're gonna get over it real quick.
And I know, trust me, I know I am. But first
When
impressions
you
is.
log up at 5 o'clock and you're like, all right, let's go to the park, and it starts raining. You're like,
Uh,
fuck,
no,
Let's go to the pool. Oh, I can't go to the pool.
I can't go to the pool.
fuck, man, it's raining again. But it's only a few months out of the year.
Yeah.
And then
basically summer.
every other month, dude, it's like, dude, when it's like
Yeah.
75 in January,
It's
and
beautiful.
there's no humidity, you're like, oh, this is what it. Like I
Right.
always go like, no matter where you go, every climate gets extreme seasons, right?
Mhm.
Our
Yeah.
extreme season happens to be summer.
If
And
you're
then
in
we-
Indiana, it's summer and winter. It doesn't make any sense.
That's true.
I hate it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you get really bad winters, really bad summers.
Yeah.
But like here, it's just like you get like 3 months of really bad temperatures, and then it's like, all right, well, you know.
Yeah, you're good.
I mean, there are some Halloween parties where it's been 73 degrees out. at
Yeah.
night.
That's
It's beautiful.
spectacular.
Yeah.
So it's
You mean boo bashes is what you mean.
I'm sorry, boo bashes. Not
yeah.
Mickey's not so scary.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob Chapek. I didn't mean
Hey.
to fuck up your fucking.
I'm the only one on the podcast going to Boo Bash. By
You're going
the
to
way.
Boo Bash?
Yes.
I might
Oh.
be going to the next one, and I'm not saying how I'm getting in, but I might be going to.
That's fine. Get it at your own discretion. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying I might be going. So.
But as a Florida resident now, soon to be AP, I want to soak it all in.
Yeah.
I've never done an after hours Disney World. I've done after hours Disneyland. So
Did you, like, I did the very first after hours because we got free tickets.
They
to
used to be
Scaffolders.
lit. I love those.
It was incredible.
I don't think they'll be
lit-
good anymore, but
Dude,
I don't know.
and this is a true story. I legitimately walked from the Haunted Mansion to Splash Mountain while the Main Street Electrical Parade was going on. It's
Oh.
all
That's
on the place.
awesome.
And I didn't
R.I.P.
see a
Main Street.
single person from there to Splash Mountain.
Whoa.
wow.
So it's not bullshit. Like as long as they sell the tickets they sold for that, now it's legit. Like it's really really fucking awesome.
Mhm.
But I, as someone who lives here, don't need to see that for that price.
Right. I get
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
But I would spend the money. I would spend the same amount of money for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party
Same.
because it's different.
Yeah.
Like,
The only after hours I've done in Magic Kingdom was Mickey's Not So Scary.
you've
The
done
la-
Animal Kingdom too, right?
Yeah, I've done Studios and Animal Kingdom. And then if you count Mickey's Not So Scary, I've done that at Magic Kingdom. And that was way back in 2005. That's the last one I did.
Damn.
It's been so long. But I've never done one at Epcot. But I love the ones at Studios and I love the one at Animal Kingdom. Everything was a walk-on.
Yeah, it's a walk-on, dude.
And
Like-
you see
And when I
5
say
people
walk
the
on, I
whole
mean
night.
literally when you walk onto Space Mountain, there'll be a rocket waiting for you to hop on it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can't wait because I've
awesome.
again never done after hours here at World, but
Yeah.
Land. Oh my god! Can I just talk about
That
how
one's fine. You can hold it however you want it. That
how
one's
much
not fine.
better the characters are at Land? Like for their after hours party, like we did Mickey's Halloween party or whatever it was. It was basically an after
Yeah.
hours at Disneyland.
Yeah, same thing.
So many fucking random villains were out. Hades was out there. Like he's tall as fucking
Disneyland
person.
Characters would be lame.
Oh my
Even-
god!
Even not
But-
after hours, they do characters.
But
better.
they
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
though because they don't get to tourists like we do. Like
That's
we have
true.
people from other countries who don't understand what queues are, and will just like that's. I don't know if people know this, but that's why they do the characters here the way they do the characters. Is because when I was a kid, it was like you stood in a circle around the character, and they would like kind of pick you out of a crowd.
Yeah.
Which is
Because
kind
there
of what they're
wasn't a
doing
line?
now. That's what they've
Yeah.
gone to now because of
Yeah.
COVID. But yeah,
But back then it was just like it was a nightmare because you couldn't really get a picture with Mickey.
yeah.
I think it's way better the way they do it now. Like meaning like you can get a fast pass to meet Mickey and blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm glad you're here.
Yes, me
I'm
too.
glad you made it through. That was a rough week,
It was a very rough week. It's still kicking my ass, but
but you got through Light of the Jedi.
I did get through Light of the
Oh, we
Jedi.
gotta
I
talk about that.
absolutely
Let's talk
did.
about Light of the Jedi
Do
before
we
we
want
get
to
into
hit the prices of the
Star
hotel?
Cruiser.
Or, circle back.
We'll
Okay, yeah.
circle back. Let's
Tell
let's-
us. Tell
you
us
know what?
about
You
the.
know, hang on. We'll circle back. We'll
Okay,
circle
okay.
back.
Oh, I
Okay.
can't wait to
We'll
talk
circle
about
back.
that book.
Okay.
I
Does that
love
sound
that
good? We'll
book.
circle back on that.
Circle back on it.
We'll-
Circle back.
In 2 weeks, we'll give you an answer. We'll circle back on
All
that.
right. Sounds good.
I love that book, but all right.
What do you think? I'm very curious.
Of Light of the Jedi?
Because you
Not
did,
circling,
yeah,
I'm so
'cause you did the
confused.
audiobook too.
I did do the audiobook, so I got it's great perspective, and something was spoiled for me on the audiobook. I mean, maybe it was supposed to be, specifically because one of the voices, when Marcion Rowe was calling out for the help for the family, I knew it, when he was faking it, like he was that citizen, like this, please help, they're being attacked,
That's not
or,
that big
or
of a
whatever.
spoiler, though.
No, no, it's not.
And reading it, I wasn't like.
Yes, but I'm like, oh my god, that was
attacked right now by your
exactly. I'm like,
His
this
voice
is
so
so
goddamn
I love his
creepy.
voice.
obviously Marcion Rowe.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
But it was, and I called it out, and Courtney,
That's not a
I
big
said-
like plot point.
No,
of the
no,
book,
it's
so
not,
It
but-
doesn't matter. Yeah.
But still, it was spectacular. I was fully invested
It's
the whole
solid
time.
world building, right?
oh my
Yeah,
gosh, yeah.
very solid.
Yeah.
I
Tom
love
Soul's a fucking master.
He's a goat.
how you get invested into the characters right
Yeah.
away, and then boom, they go.
That's
The
what I
first
said.
like
but-
Yeah.
5 chapters are here's this person. We're
Gone.
spoiling Light of the
Hey,
Jedi
did
big
you
time.
like that
but-
person? They're
They're
dead
dead.
now.
Yeah,
So
they
enjoy
did.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first like 5 chapters, I'm
I
like,
told you,
is
remember I
this a
told you that?
thing? What is happening?
I sold you on it because I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't give a shit, and then I read the first few chapters, and I was like, you get so invested with those characters. Like
He's
like,
such a good
as-
writer. It's
yeah.
like literally, he doesn't have. Oh, why am I forgetting her name right now? Claudia Gray. He doesn't have Claudia Gray chapters that are 50 pages.
No, it's
he
these,
has
like, short little thing
8-page
where, like-
chapters
but the-
where you
this-
care about 5 people and then they die.
I
I'm
broke
like,
it
what?
down. The characters that he does that to always interact with children, so you see like a
Sympathetic side, like,
exactly
yeah.
where they're like sweet and tender
That's
and
so smart.
yeah, it's very
It's
very
such an
smart.
easy way to like
Yeah.
like somebody.
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, oh, you're a good
I
dude.
would love,
I like you.
I would love to talk to him about that specific part of the book because
Yeah.
I told you I was
There's no
literally, I
book like
remember
that.
I was
There's no
like,
book
where
like
the
that
fuck do we
anywhere.
go from here now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
And
book
then there's like
that
300 more pages.
Yeah.
Where you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Okay, I guess it's the rest of the
I'll
story.
follow.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they like wrap up what you think's the big thing, and it's like, well, now what do we do? And then there's
Exactly.
like
And you're
another
like,
thing.
There's another half of the fucking book.
Yeah,
you're
you're
like,
like-
wait, it's over?
Yeah.
Wait, there's 150 pages left.
Yeah,
What are we
so
doing?
that thing we're spoiling the book is like the Great Disaster.
Yeah.
And they wrap that up and they take care of it like nonchalant, no big deal. But
and
then,
it's so. I don't give a fuck. Spoilers on this, I don't care.
Yeah,
Did you
spoilers.
like how they interpreted how each Jedi sees the Force?
Yes.
fucking
love that?
loved it.
Yes.
so individual.
So much.
It's great.
Like some of them see it like I'm getting chills. Like they see it
Yeah.
as like as the ocean,
Yeah.
and it's like how like the depths of it.
Yep.
Some see it as music notes. Like I thought that was so goddamn brilliant.
How would
It
you
was
see
so
the-
fucking good?
Bariaga, the Wookiee, sees his trees.
Yeah.
That's so
We-
cool.
Oh,
Yeah, Kashyyyk.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Because he's
so
from
fucking
Kashyyyk. Like,
good.
yeah.
I
How would
love
you
it
s-
so much?
How would you interpret the Force?
Ooh.
Me?
You would do music.
Yeah.
You would have to. Come on.
And
I don't know
different
me.
flavors of whiskey.
That's pretty good. That is great.
It would probably like a mixture of that and also like I think you have to also kind of incorporate your fears to it, right? So like
yeah.
space maybe for me because that shit freaks me the fuck out. Like
it is.
if I was
It's
Jeff Bezos,
infinite.
no chance of fucking hell I'm spending money to go to space.
I would
Fuck
do
all
it.
that.
I would do
thanks.
it.
I'm all set. You would?
But opposite of that, open ocean terrifies me.
It's the same idea.
Oh yeah, dude. no
Yeah,
thanks.
open ocean
Basically,
terrifies
I
me.
had a full blown panic attack about 6 months ago when I was in Venice and I swam out to a
Ooh,
Like a
I'm
buoy?
already
One
freaking
of
out
the
just hearing
buoys.
this. Yeah.
And
That's scary.
the waves were so intense I could see like halfway down the buoy and I was like, I'm all set. I saw like the algae forming on the wood underneath it and I was like, I'm all set. I came back
That's
and I was like,
crazy.
I'm good to go.
I think
So,
I know what
no
I would
thanks.
see it as. I don't know.
What?
See, I have like a huge athletic
Would you
background.
see it as just like, like a vast space of gayness? Is that how you would see it?
How'd you know? You read my mind. Do you have the Force? Are you Force sensitive?
I'm kidding.
But I have a huge athletic
I would see it in
background
different
me.
arrays of TBC figures.
This is
works.
a good one. This is a bad one. This one, who cares? The card's torn up.
I'm done.
But
How would you see it? What do you think?
Like my biggest, I like athletically, my biggest one that I did the most I did in college even is cross country. So I had to like view it as like running. Like you got various stages of a race. Right?
That's actually a really
as
cool way to
running.
break it down.
You got the sprints. You got just like the middle where you kind of chill. You got like passing people. You got like
That's really
drafting.
cool.
That's how I would see it.
That's one of the few ways they didn't like explore that.
Yeah.
Because
That's probably how it
because running is almost like meditation where you kind of focus
It
on your
is.
breathing.
You get in a spot where you don't even think anymore, and you
just
don't
kind
know
of-
you
you're
don't.
just
You're
on
not thinking.
autopilot.
All of a sudden, you wake up and you're like, "Wait, I just did 6 miles and I didn't think anything. Like, what just happened?"
I've done that on my bike where I've just like I've put
that'd be
one
a good way
song.
to look at it. Like
I
a
put
bike.
one song on.
Yeah.
I just loop it,
Mm.
and you zone out, and you just
Yeah.
kind of get in the
Yeah, I've
trance
done that
of
too
like.
when I was running.
And then, like, so you know, you're in Animal Kingdom, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit! I guess I got to turn around." I'm 13 miles out. I guess
Right.
I'm going
And you're like,
13
"Oh,
miles
it's
back."
Better turn around.
Like, yeah.
Oh, 8 o'clock. That's cute. Like 12:30.
Jeez. What about you? How would you see it? I gotta know.
I would. I am a bass player by trade, so I would see it as long bass notes, and it would be very much of a vibration feeling. And at the same time, I would see the notes I'm going to hit beforehand, like ahead of me, and those notes would be something hard and edgy to symbolize my love for heavy metal Metallica. So it'd be That's how I see the
that's what's
Force.
crazy.
That's awesome.
Is
Yeah.
In the book alone, we saw like 6 different ways, and in this room, we just saw 3 different ways.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Whoever came up with that, it was probably Charles. It had to be.
Oh, sure.
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just how'd you come up with that? That's so dang smart.
It's really.
I don't even know. But
That's good, but yeah, to answer your question, I loved
you
that
fall in love
part
with
of
all
it.
the characters, even
Yeah.
the ones that don't die.
Right.
Marshawn Rowe's awesome, by
I
the way.
love him. Yeah.
And I disagree with your. He's just trying to be left alone because he's not.
No,
trying to
he's
be left
not.
alone.
No, not him. The
Nile as a whole.
yeah, the Nile as a
other
whole.
Tempest runners, yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
they
they
don't care.
don't care
They
about
just
that.
want to
Yeah.
drink.
He is
and,
not that-
And
No.
other
He
stuff,
is not that.
And that's-
he is ready to go.
And he,
I'll
yeah.
kill you, and I don't want to say anything, but I'll kill you to get what I want.
Right.
And in the book I'm reading, and this is not a spoiler because you don't know anything about what's happening in the next
Yeah.
book. He legitimately goes on this mission with these 2 characters and slits their fucking throat at the
Yes.
end of it.
I
Okay.
love him.
And I was listening to it on the way home, and I was like, "Oh, fuck!
Yeah. I love
All
him.
right, here we go.
Well,
I'm back in."
the
Because
fact-
that book was kind of like format. Because I even told you guys like the other day, I was like, "It's not that. It's
Yeah.
not great."
Which one are we talking here? This one now?
Chasing the Storm.
Okay, I haven't got there. I'm
Or
still
the Rising
I'm-
Storm. The Rising Storm.
by
Rising
Kevin
Storm.
Scott.
It's not the
Yeah.
best. I will be honest. It's not the best of the
Right,
books
you
I've
did
read
say
so
that.
far.
But
But it's solid.
Light of the Jedi is the best.
It's the
Like,
best.
It's
I
hard.
still think it's the best.
Yeah, you can't measure up.
I say that, but Claudia Gray's book is solid, man. Like it's really, really good. Like
It is good.
How
I'm
close?
only 150 pages in.
The
and
thing
it's
for me
good.
about the Drin gear was I didn't visualize them as what I envisioned.
I've already
them.
seen what they look like.
Yeah,
So
see,
I know.
because when he, I don't know
They
if you know
look
this,
terrifying.
but when I was reading the book,
Mhm.
I didn't know what they look like, and I even addressed this to him. He's like, "Oh no, they've shown you what they look like."
Just get on
So-
YouTube and stop
It's
the High
creepy what
Republic.
they
They-
actually
Yeah.
look like, but what I was envisioning the entire time was Bushroot from Darkwing Duck, and so I couldn't take it seriously at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I saw what they actually looked
You're
like,
like,
I was
"Ooh,
like,
this
"Oh
changes."
shit! Okay, that changes how I look at the book."
Yeah.
I remember when you told me that, I was like, I remember because we looked it up, and I was like,
I was
"Oh,
like, no, you have to
oh
see.
shit! Okay, that's a different thing completely."
Yeah. And
And
I've
I
heard
was
other people
way
say
more
that
invested.
because they're very involved in some of the comics in the High Republic line. And in the comics, you see how terrifying they are, so you get it. But those same people have also, they've said that same thing. They read Into the Dark, and they're like, they're not scary. They're just plants. I don't
Yeah,
get it. But
it's-
then they read the comic, and they're like, oh,
Once
I
you
get
see
it.
Get
them,
it.
though, it's a goddamn game changer. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's no joke. Like it changed my
Yeah.
complete outlook on
Scariest
the
thing in
Drin
Star
gear.
Wars.
It might be
Yeah.
for real. Like it's terrifying. Like
Yeah.
because when you go like, oh, sentient plants, you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're like, what
and
is
then
this?
when you see them, you're
Venus
like,
flytraps, like,
oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's almost like a real life Venus flytrap meets a piranha plant from Mario.
Nice.
yeah, it's all like that.
Yeah, it's not terrifying at all.
It's fucking
Yeah.
It's wild.
Man.
Do you
It
think
sucks.
we'll get more on Yoda's sabbatical from Jedi business?
I think that
Yeah,
we
I
will.
think they're gonna
they
do it
want
as
to
a-
gauge
as a-
us first. They want to
Yeah.
be like, how much do the fans want to know?
They sprinkled them into that book.
Yeah.
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 I watched the Return of the Jedi Family Guy thing today, and they
I
dropped
love
his
those.
last name
Well,
when Chris stole
It's
his
made
credit
up,
card.
yeah.
But it's a good last name.
I forgot what it is, but
It's
I
like
remember
Siberia or
thinking
Siberia
Siberia.
or something
It
like
is
that.
something
Yoda
like that.
Siberian or something like that.
Yoda Siberian.
It's a solid last name, and I was like, huh, I wonder if they could make that canon.
Hey, if the Last Jedi's canon, it's a piece of crap. Anything else.
That's right. And
sarcasm. But
All right.
I think I've said it before, but now I can finally say it to Tom because he's read the book. But I think spoilers, heavy spoilers for Light of the Jedi. When Marchion Ro captures Loden Greatstorm is going to turn and become Darth Nihilus
Ooh.
and make him canon, officially canon. It's too easy. It's right there.
Man, there's something I want to say.
But it's too good, right?
Neither one of you even started this book, so I don't want to go down this road. But there is another Jedi that I think is going to take over that.
Is it Skier? Because he's the obvious choice.
It's not Skier.
Okay, but either way,
I will just tell you, his name is Bel Zettifar.
that's Loden's apprentice.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
Bell,
so
yeah.
Same line. He goes to
and the
rescue
reason
Loden,
is-
and then he turns.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because he's
yeah.
in this book, he's a main focus of this current book.
I love Loden too. They're both great characters.
Yeah, for sure. He is like kind of reeling already against the Jedi, being like, well, why am I not allowed to feel this pain?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that alone is why I'm going like the attachment thing, which is
Yep.
Anakin's thing.
I see
Yeah.
that. I definitely can see that.
Yeah, and so
So
that's why
Loden's a lot stronger.
I
Loden's going to
have
keep
not
his
finished.
values.
I have not finished the book, and I would not bullshit you two. I don't know anything past what I'm predicting,
Yeah.
but I truly think he is going to go down the dark side, and I think he might be the first Sith. And I think what they're going to do is, I don't know how this book ends, but I think that's going to happen in this book, and then the Jedi is going to try to cover it up, which kind of
Okay.
is a shitstorm for them falling apart.
Yeah. And then this could all come to light in the Acolyte.
Yeah.
We could get some of
Mhm.
Darth Nihilus in there, then Plagueis,
If
then
it's
Palpatine.
not how they
I
do
don't
it,
know.
it's how they should have done it, because it's all
right
there.
there.
It's all
They-
there.
They created a villain called the Nihil. They had to do it for a reason.
Right.
Knowing that in Legends there's Darth Nihilus. Like, come on.
Oh, let's pray that the creators
Wait, hang on. Do you guys know that Marchion Ro has a lightsaber?
Yeah.
Yes.
that in-
yeah,
that
it's in
in-
Light of the Jedi.
Okay.
Yep,
I don't
yep.
remember
It's
if
a
that's or not.
yellow one, golden one,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
That was
I
fucking
don't know
cool.
if
He
you
turned
guys
it into
knew
a
that.
gun or something too, right?
I mean, shit,
had
it
more
could be
to it.
him.
Yeah, it
It
had
could
more
be
to it.
him. Darth Nihilus could be
Yeah.
Marchion Ro.
It could be Marchion
That
Ro.
could
It
be
absolutely
cool. I
could.
love him,
He could
but-
bleed that kyber crystal real easy. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a very angry motherfucker. Like, it's not
Yeah.
out of the realm of possibility that could happen. I mean,
I would like it either way, but I think
either way, I'm good with it. But I think it's better and more tragic to have a Jedi fall,
especially
in the
apprentice,
higher
a
in the
young
High
apprentice.
Republic.
Yeah.
Right, when it's like unheard of.
And then them
Yeah,
cover
it's
that
never
up
happened.
and like have Yoda have to explain why they come. Like there's so much
And he'd be the
possibility
perfect
there.
person to do it because
Yeah.
he's not there witnessing it.
Exactly.
He's coming back
just,
and he's like, "What's going
I
on?"
haven't been here. What the fuck?
And they're
Yeah.
going to be like,
wait,
"Yoda,
wait,
Yoda
wait.
just-
Wait, someone fell to the dark side. Why wasn't I told? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
And they're
Like,
like,
that
"No,
would
no,
be
Yoda, this happened.
fascinating.
Trust me. Yeah.
told. Why wasn't I not?
He was off getting somebody pregnant.
Yeah, he's
For
fucking-
Grogu.
Grogu, exactly.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this shit could get. I don't think that's what they're gonna do, but
They
I feel like
should.
they
It's
should
right
because it's
there.
right there. And
But
it's-
then again, we'll
right
talk
there.
about what they should have done with the TV series that's out. That's
Let's
also
talk about
right
Bad Batch
there.
and let's get into what we really want to talk about for this
Okay.
week.
I've been waiting for this pricing
we're already an
forever.
hour in. Can you
The
guys
pricing.
believe that?
No, man. That's
We're
how
an
that's how
hour
it goes
in
here.
already.
I love it.
That's crazy.
52 minutes in.
Yeah, I got
love
52
it.
minutes on mine too.
But,
Let's talk about Bad Batch. So, I watched it this week. It's a part 1 of 2, so I was like, oh, they're going to really leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yep.
And they kind of did. They kind of did.
But
Yes.
Tom
They
said
did it
something that
also,
is
though.
perfect. It should
wanna
just
hear
end
that.
right now. It should just be done. Was it you that said that, or you?
No, Brad
Brad
wanted it ended.
I don't know.
It should just be done right now because
Yeah, I think
it's
it's
ambiguous. It's like, did the Bad Batch die? Did they live? Survive? I don't know.
think the
It's a
problem is
perfect
that
ending. Just end it.
they've introduced the TK units, right? So like they have to kind of explore that. I will say the Black Series of this dude. What's the guy's name?
Wrecker?
Admiral
Admiral
Rampart.
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 Looks like a fucking joke.
He looks. I said it. He looks like Prince Charming. No, or Farquaad. Yeah, I can see Farquaad. He looks like a Shrek character in
Yeah,
the Black
it looks
Series.
bad.
It looks nothing like his character design in the show. But
It looks bad.
yeah,
But I think that's. I mean, even the Wrecker Black Series looks bad.
yeah.
I don't think I have the Crosshair and the
Hunter.
Hunter, and there's another one I think over there.
They haven't done
Tech?
Echo yet.
Tech? Yeah, it's got to be
I think I
Tech.
have Tech.
Yeah.
I have those three
I
over
can't
there.
believe they haven't done Omega yet. She's like the Grogu of this series.
I know.
She
People
is.
are obsessed with her.
I don't get the obsession, but I get like why people are interested in
Yeah.
the character.
I get the intrigue.
The
but
obsession?
I just-
No, I don't.
no.
She hasn't earned it yet.
Yeah.
Do you still think it's Ray's mom?
No, because I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
But,
That's
but,
the idea.
but we
Yeah.
also,
Absurd,
we
right?
also
No, it was
said
Brad.
they weren't going
I
to
keep
do.
forgetting.
They also said they weren't going to do Luke and Mandalorian, and they fucking
And
did.
then they
So-
That's right. That's
so,
true.
I mean, it would be really out of left field, but it would be very interesting if they did it. I
Mhm.
just
How
don't think
small
they
Star
would.
Wars is though. Be like, oh, Boba Fett's sister is Rey's mom,
I'm
who
okay
is
with
also
the
related to
smallness of Star
Palpatine.
Wars. Like, it should be contained. It should be a small
That's
story.
how-
Like,
that's how it is.
if you're going to tell this story, then this story has to have, like, these certain characters that are involved in the story, right? Now, if you want to expand out of that story and tell other stories, that's a different conversation. But the mainline story should be a small, self-contained story.
Right.
I fully believe that.
You know what's funny? I always complain about how there's new planets all the time. Bad Batch, I don't think, has introduced any new planets, have they?
Yeah, they have.
They have?
There's been at least one.
The one with the Imperial facility, that one was new.
I think.
But they go to Ord
but
Mantell and they actually show us Ord Mantell.
Wasn't Ord Mantell a pod racing thing from the N64 game?
I think so. But it's
Someone
been,
look that up.
it's been
My
mentioned
phone's
all
right
over
there.
the
Just
place.
look it up. I can't
It's
type
been
right now.
mentioned all over the place for the past 40 years. So to finally see it, it's like, oh, okay, Ord Mantell. And then we get a lot more Camino, and then we get...
The Camino tubing thing was really cool. I really
Yeah.
liked that.
going into a secret
Yeah.
base, yeah.
Yeah.
How they had to land.
And it makes sense that she would know these like certain things because she's like
Oh,
this
yeah.
character.
She was
that-
there,
And she
and
said
Yeah.
that she was there when the Bad Batch were made.
right.
So it's, oh, she
That-
doesn't have growth acceleration.
No.
Makes sense.
I thought we knew that already.
We did.
We
Yeah.
did, but
Okay.
it's kind of weird
Just
to hear her
explaining it?
tell it to
Right.
them, grown men. That she's
That
like,
whiskey's fucking good.
Good. I'm glad you like it. Blackened
Yeah,
Metallica whiskey.
I'm gonna have to put that in the closet. I'm saving that for special occasions.
Fuck yeah. Like your first Metallica concert in Daytona Beach in November.
You want to do it?
I've got tickets for me already. It's a festival, so it's a festival. You just go on, and I will show you the Metallica ropes if you're interested.
Dude, you know I'm in.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm fully willing to accept my blind spots as blind spots. I don't not like Metallica.
Right.
I've mocked them in the past on the show. Yeah. Like
Oh, that's
been
fine.
silly
That-
about
yeah,
it,
that's
but
fine, yeah.
I make fun of Led Zeppelin. Like I'll make fun of anything. I don't give a shit. It's not an attack if I make fun
Right,
of
yeah.
I make fun of me. I make fun of Evan. It's not an attack. But if it's a blind spot in my knowledge, I would be more because I truly do think that they're one of those bands like the Stones that if I don't see before I die, I'm going to regret not seeing them.
I would agree with
Because it's
that.
greatness.
Mm-hmm.
It's just greatness on stage. I mean, like they're still the original lineup.
No.
No, who's not there?
There are two bass players. So, 1986, the original bass player died. Cliff Burton died in a bus
Oh, I
crash.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Quick Metallica history. Then Jason Newsted took over until 2001, and he left the band citing creative differences. There's a big thing. And then James Hetfield went to rehab because he was dealing with addiction. This is another reason why this guy is such an inspiration. He's battling and continuing to battle addiction, but he's publicly out there fighting it. So, you know, if that's something you struggle with,
for him.
yeah, it's crazy. But then Robert Trujillo, who played bass for Ozzy Osbourne, Suicidal Tendencies for a very long time.
I've seen Suicidal Tendencies in concert.
What year do you remember?
Am I remembering the wrong band? I want to say it was like 2008.
Okay, so Rob was already in Metallica, but still, seeing Suicidal Tendencies is pretty fucking badass.
I feel like they were an opening band for Hell Yeah.
Yeah, like basically
Is that possible?
Yeah, that is. Suicidal Tendencies, hell yeah, would absolutely tour together.
Okay. No. Machine Head.
Yeah, that Machine Head would
Machine
help. Yes, Machine Head
I think
would.
it was Machine Head actually.
Machine Head would tour with either one of those.
I could be wrong, but I know the name of that band and I think it's from seeing them live.
Okay.
I could be way off on this. But
Yeah.
I'm having a weird memory of Mrs. South End in Charlotte and a mosh pit for Machine Head. They were awesome.
Machine Head's fucking awesome
Dude,
live.
they were the shit.
Yeah, they're so good live. I saw them open for Metallica back in the day. But
It might have been them, dude. I don't remember. I feel like I'm right on that. I'll have to ask my friend Mike.
okay,
My friend Mike's a metalhead like you.
okay,
You and my friend Mike would get along exceedingly well.
good. I like
He's
getting along
awesome.
with people exceedingly well.
Yeah, he's awesome. You get along with everybody because you're awesome.
Yes.
Did Ord Mantell, was that from the N64 game?
According to Wikipedia, I don't think it is. It is. It shows every time it's appeared. It's even appeared in High Republic comics, but nothing
Really?
about video game. No, it's,
I know all that shit.
yeah, it's appeared in Master and Apprentice. Just mentioning it.
In
Going
Master and
to the
Apprentice?
place. They say the name Ord Mantell. They don't go to the planet, but it says they
All
mention
this
it.
shit, like I gotta start keeping notes.
It first appeared in Darth Maul comic. Then Bad Batch, obviously. It's been in Forces of Destiny. Excuse me. It was mentioned
Really?
in Lost Stars. Yeah. Yeah, you name it. It's been everywhere except video games, basically. But
What the name of the planet is I'm thinking of?
one of the coolest parts of Bad Batch was also a video game planet Braca, so that was cool. Like, there's been moments of cool things in the show, but like overall, I'm just not invested or impressed. I mean, that's what's great about Star Wars. It has something for everybody. You don't have to like everything, but it's just one of those things I don't like.
Yeah, and I've gone into Bad Batch like not with high expectations, and I've enjoyed it more because of that.
Right.
And I've been doing that a lot lately. Like I did that with the Suicide Squad. I've done that with Jungle Cruise. And I do it with the Bad Batch. And I did that with Corella too. And I keep telling you guys, Corella is really
I'm
fucking
gonna
good.
watch it in 2 weeks when it's for free. I finally get to see it.
Which one?
Cruella.
Corella.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone in the
telling me.
world
I've
loves
watched
it.
half
Everyone
of
loves
Cruise.
it.
I bought it.
I haven't watched it. I'm watching
So
it
did I.
on Tuesday.
Hey, man.
Wednesday. I'm watching it Wednesday.
First
so.
off, the first half, really solid.
Yeah.
Nice. Everyone loves it too. I
It's
haven't
good.
heard a bad
It's-
thing.
I think it's going to be
can't
their
wait.
next Pirates. I really do.
I hope so.
It was good. It's got a good
solid
twist.
movie.
It is a
it's
good story to
I
it.
was pretty skeptical about it.
Yeah.
It's a solid movie. Like I'll admit
Sweet.
when I'm wrong. Like
Yeah.
it was good. I haven't finished it, but I think they have a hit on their hands.
Nice.
What part did you stop at? Without spoiling.
It was well, spoiler. So I will say this. It was. Do you want to cover your ears real quick? Okay, cover your. Just
I've
put it
been
up.
looking for. I hononestly have been looking forward to this movie for like.
Yeah, I don't
2
want to ruin it
years.
for you. I don't know if it really does, but I
Just in case.
maybe it does. Just cover your ears real quick. It was when they showed up their brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that part yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, we're good. Spoiler for Jungle Cruise.
I literally did cover my ears.
You didn't hear that?
No, yeah, I didn't hear a thing. So I actually have been looking forward to this for like 2 years. But
Yeah, it's good, man. Like it starts off with a Metallica song.
It
Nothing
does.
Else
what?
Matters. I texted him. I was like,
What?
I know you just left yesterday, but have you happened to see Jungle Cruise?
So the
Makes
funniest,
no sense, but
funniest
okay.
story.
No, it does make sense. It works.
The funniest story about Jungle
Nothing Else
Cruise.
Matters is like a kind of a slow
Yeah.
song in the beginning. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's out of that time frame, so it's so.
It works.
It's so
Man, okay.
Metallica's doing this. It's the 30th anniversary of the Black Album, their biggest, most mainstream album. It's got Enter Sandman on it, Sad But True. Nothing Else Matters. All the songs
Right.
that if somebody doesn't know Metallica, they hear. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Metallica.
That would be
It's
me.
off the Black Album.
Yeah, that would be me. Yep.
So they're doing a remastered version of the Black Album, and 53 artists are covering all the songs. And Nothing Else Matters gets played in it. Like this version of Nothing Else Matters is very instrumental. It gets played twice in Jungle Cruise, and Brad nails it. It fits.
That's cool.
So I have a funny story about watching Jungle Cruise real quick. So, we were waiting before.
It's Ord Ibiana.
Oh.
It's probably in the same system.
It's Ord Ibiana from the.
There's like
pod racing
Ord
game. Damn it, I
Mantrell.
knew it was something
There's
close to
Ord
that.
Mantrell. So that's in the system. It's the same
Okay.
set of planets.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no,
I
you're
just saw
good.
that, I just wanted to.
You're good. You got to get that off the brain. Real quick, and then we'll finally talk about fucking Star Cruiser pricing. I've been looking at it for 4 years now.
We're an hour into this podcast.
Jungle Cruise. We started watching it on Friday night. I was waiting to pack stuff up. We're sitting on. We had already got rid of the couch and everything. Like before we were moving Sunday. We're Friday. TV's there. Let's sit down, order pizza, watch Jungle Cruise. We get through 20 minutes of it, and then our internet goes out because
no.
Cox Communications is like, "Oh, you said you wanted your internet cut off on August 1st when you move. No, we're going to do it 2 days beforehand." So we finally
thank you.
finished Jungle Cruise when we got to Florida.
Okay.
After we watched the Suicide Squad. So,
Nice. I can't wait.
yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with season 2 of Bad Batch. I personally don't need or want it, but it could be better. I don't know.
I think it all is going to depend on how they end this. Now,
Yeah.
let's talk spoilers for this
Spoiler.
episode. So
Yeah.
if you haven't
And I
listened, if you
would've-
haven't watched, we'll talk for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
And I want
Yeah.
to
We'll do it
briefly
quickly.
say what I would have done with this series, and then we'll finally get to Star Cruiser. 'Cause that's the
I
big
think
thing.
we should hold off on that until
Okay.
next week.
Okay.
Until we see how it wraps up.
That's cool.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
good.
fair.
Okay.
Save
That's
time.
fair.
Because then because if something happens that we didn't quite see coming, we
Yeah.
can adjust from there. But I think we need to wait till it's over.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
Bad Batch, spoiler. Spoiler. You have
For the whole series.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Fart noise.
3, 2, 1.
Is there a porg noise in there?
I said fart noise.
Oh, I think I said porg.
A pork farting.
This episode was one of the better ones, but that's not really saying much because the show's been shit.
Yeah. Like Austin's been behind on it, and he's like only 2 or 3 episodes in, and he's like, I'm really far behind. What should I watch? And I was like, watch like 1, 8, 9, 15. Like, that's all you need. Like, you don't need much.
It's all filler, but I think everything's gonna. I think it's gonna be like Mando, where it kind of comes through in the end.
I hope so.
If this part 2 doesn't nail it, I'm gonna be upset because I've wasted 15 weeks of my life.
Same.
That's insane. It's been this way for 15 weeks.
Yeah. And not this week's episode, the part 1 of the finale, but last week's episode. Me and Taylor both woke up at like 11 o'clock on Friday morning and forgot that there was even an episode.
Yeah, me too. I've done that twice.
And it was like Friday night at like 11. And I was like, oh wait, it's Friday.
Batch is on.
Bad Batch is out. Let's watch
That did not
it.
happen with Mandalorian.
No, I
Oh,
was up
God,
at 3 a.m.
no.
for Mando.
Yeah.
I was up.
You and me were doing watch parties at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
We would wake up. And
I was
watch
sleeping
it at
on your
3.
couch to watch
Yeah,
it.
Christ.
100%.
Wow.
With Bad Batch, so I'm like,
And I think
yeah,
I think we both said we need to
episode.
bring that back, you guys. I think we need to bring back.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
sleepovers.
Now that we got
Boba
Tom
Fett
too.
sleepovers, Tom.
Boba Fett
What?
sleepovers. Do we have
Boba
to wear
Fett
helmets
sleepovers.
and everything?
Fuck yeah, I have one coming in like a few weeks.
Nice. I can't wait for my Mando helmet. That'd be sick.
Where's your Mando helmet?
I don't know.
Do I need to follow up on that? I'll follow up on it. Because, well, honestly, like they're not that expensive right now.
Right.
So I would maybe grab one just in case, and then we can return the
Not a
other
bad
one.
idea. Get a
Yeah.
refund.
I'd grab one now if you want one.
Yeah. They're at Epcot, probably, still.
Yeah,
So-
they're expensive. They're like $110 on Amazon shipped.
Yikes.
So if you need one, let me know because
Might get discounts
mine
at Epcot.
came,
so
but I don't know where yours came.
the worst.
But anyway,
Boba Fett slumber parties.
how
Yeah, drink boba tea. Boba tea. Boba Fett onesies to sleep in.
That's from Goofy movie.
From what?
Goofy movie.
Oh, yeah. I've seen
How
the
about
movie.
Boba Fett slumber party? All right. Before we get into so anyway, Bad Batch, still not great. Waiting for something good to happen.
What's been the highlight of the whole show? Cad Bane?
Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
And then just no, I would even say the highlight for me was setting up Crosshair as this menacing villain,
And then
then
not
just
doing
rip the
anything?
nuts out of him and be like, oh, I took my chip out a long time ago. And they're like, oh, so you're just a cunt then?
Yep.
All right.
Kinda.
Cool.
He's
All
a
right,
dick.
We don't like you now.
I keep saying briefly, but I think the Empire lied to him. I think it's still in there. They cranked it up because they said they cranked it up. So I think they just cranked it up and said, "Hey, we took it out." That's what I think happened. I hope that's what
That's
happened.
a good call, actually. I hadn't
Yeah.
considered that.
I hope that's
Have you
what
thought
happened.
about that?
No.
I think
No,
they
I
lied
thought
to
I
him.
thought Crosshair was like doing a double cross on him.
He
pun
believes
intended.
that it's out. He
I feel
believes
like
it.
Tech could be like, no, it's still in there.
Yeah. He can
And
find
then
out.
maybe they go back to Braca or something. Maybe.
Yeah. Go-
Hey, man, that's a solid theory.
I hope that's the case, but this show is probably be like, no, he's just not a good.
Oh
good
no!
guy.
Now that you put them going back to Braca in my head, they have to. So we see Cal Kestis because he's on Braca right now. He's a kid. Yeah.
He's a youngin'.
Because
Give me a cameo. I don't give a fuck.
just happened.
Yeah.
Order
If they
66
started
just
part
happened.
2
Yeah.
with showing him, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
I mean, season one started with Kanan.
It
Caleb
did.
Doom.
They've been dropping
It'd be
rebels.
amazing if we start with Caleb Doom and end with Cal Kestis.
Oh my god.
I would take everything I've said about the show back. They won't do it though. They won't. Trust me.
Well, we said that about Luke.
Yeah, but this show has a man being shot in the chest and also falling like 500 feet off a cliff. The same man, by the way. Just no big deal. I'm fine. Both times. So, just,
We don't know if his armor's made of Beskar, so we're just gonna let that ride.
oh, because yeah. You're right.
All right, enough of Bad Batch. Before we get into the Star Cruiser stuff, I want you to open your gift again.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
There's some shit in there, man.
There's some shit.
There's some personal shit in there too.
Oh, personal shit. Where's it at?
There's some personal shit in there. That over here is like your shit you bought. So,
Yeah, the shit I bought. Okay.
except two things. There's still you owe me money, but it's fine. I'm fucking.
Ew.
Wait. I was like, I owe you money. Fuck
That's-
you.
You
that's-
do, but it's fine.
Ooh, yeah, this badass Mandalorian
Do
poster.
you know where that's from?
I don't. Please.
That's
Oh,
from Star Wars
celebration.
Celebration.
Nice.
That is the release poster for Mandalorian.
Sick. This is going way up in my office right
Yeah, I
above.
have it over there. That's the poster that they gave out at the Mandalorian panel.
Badass. That is cool.
I've held on to that for a long time. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but now I know it has a good home.
I have this Epcot bag too. Funny enough.
Well, good. And I have two.
What the hell? Oh,
Ew.
You
Stan.
have to have a Galaxy's Edge Magic
I
Band. sir.
absolutely have to have a Galaxy's Edge
I don't know if
magic
you
band.
have that one.
I don't.
Okay, good.
I don't have many magic bands.
Good.
I've never used it, but I have that
I
one.
have that one too. I don't think I've ever used it either.
Limited release too. Sick.
Yep. Great one.
Sick. Getting it with the goodies.
If you haven't realized it yet, best gift giver.
Oh,
giver of
really?
all
I
Okay.
remember shit.
Brad is
I remember
the
shit.
best
Okay.
gift giver of all
Okay.
time.
What's this? Bad Batch.
Speaking of Bad Batch,
Speaking of Bad Batch.
Best geeker all time. Here's a Bad Batch.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love Bad Batch.
Oh yeah.
he seriously is.
No,
He'll
that
give
one-
you the
That's a
best
badass
gift.
magic
Here's the thing,
band.
I bought that one. So the story behind that is I bought that for somebody and they backed out of it.
Oh.
And I've had it sitting around, and that's just what I gave you because it was sitting around. Like, I'll be real with you. That's what it is. That's what it
That's
is.
so fucking badass. I like.
But
Yes.
it's a special edition Star Wars Magic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So whether the show sucks or not, it could redeem itself, and
It
it could
could.
be a cool thing to have.
Yes.
And here's the thing about Magic bands: the weirdest ones become the most rare ones.
Really?
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Okay.
Because what happens is they give them away, or they like put them at Cast Connection. He'll buy them for $6 and never see them again.
Nice.
That's happened a gang of times. So
Okay.
It could be a rare one. I don't know, and I don't care. I just wanted you to have a Star Wars Magic.
Fuck yeah. Now I have 2. All right. Oh snap.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Oh shit.
Yes.
So this is a Traveler's Guide to Galaxy's Edge. Was
That's
this
from opening
Opening
day.
day.
opening day?
Yeah, opening day.
Damn.
It's an opening day. There's a few opening day things in there.
I just
Okay.
want to say I had no clue he was going to do this too. Like, this
Yeah,
is, this is him being awesome.
I just did this myself.
And the same thing, opening day pamphlet.
Yeah, opening day
Oh
map,
fuck
that
yeah.
was limited to one per
That
person.
app's amazing.
That was limited to 1 per person.
Was it though?
Yeah,
I got like 10 of them.
it was technically limited to one person. Yes, because I have some from Disneyland as
I
well.
hope the mouse doesn't come hunt me down.
He might.
So.
I mean, shit.
Who's coming out you down, Chappick?
Yeah, Bob. He's coming.
Is he? Oh snap! The retro Cara Dune.
I told you about that.
You did.
I fucked up.
I forgot about
He
it.
goes, dude, I got the Cara Dune coming. I was like, God damn it!
It was that, the normal one.
It's
This
the,
one?
it's the retro one.
Yeah, that's the one he's got there.
Yes.
He has both of them now, right?
I have both of them now, yeah, because I got the
was
vintage
like,
collection
I
one.
was like, God damn it, I got you one. And he's
Didn't I
like,
keep posting that in the group because I keep seeing him in studios?
Yes.
Like, you guys have
And I was
this?
like,
I'll get it.
They're like, yeah, we got it, we're good.
Okay, that's okay.
But he had bought the vintage collection one,
Right.
the retro collection
Right.
one.
Not the retro.
Right.
And I thought he bought the retro collection one. I was like, God damn it, I got you one. Like, not
Yeah.
knowing that you bought it. He goes, no, it was TVC. I was like,
He's like, no, I ruined it.
you ruined it, you fuck.
And we got badass.
That's
You got a
amazing.
Spira, my friend.
Is that the golden?
No, dude, fuck no. I have one of the golden Spiras.
Yeah, me
Sorry,
too.
Tom.
I only have one.
You're good.
The golden one's the one from Disneyland's opening day.
Oh shit, that's
that
awesome.
one is from here. But
Okay.
it's a gift card, so
You can use it if you want
if
to.
that, if
Oh,
the
really?
barcode's- if the barcode's like shitty on it, I give you another one. I have a few of them.
That's so fucking cool.
But it's a Spira, so like essentially it's the local currency for Batu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, but it's a Disney gift card. So
You can go into Oga's
That's
and pay
incredible.
pay with the
with
Spira.
that.
that's
I
incredible.
love doing
Yeah,
that.
it's cool.
I feel
Thanks so much, man. That's so fucking badass.
I'm
Best
very
gift
happy to
gift.
have you on the show.
Me too.
I love you. You're the best.
Now let's beat the shit out of Evan like we promised. Oh, wait, what?
Well, I knew there was a reason.
I'm kidding.
All right, let's talk some.
See, if you sell all of that, you might be able to get on the Star Cruiser.
I'd be able to put my right foot in for an hour.
Just your pinky toe. Just like,
Breathe the air for 6
Yeah, right. We let you breathe this out.
breathe Kylo Ren's fart from the Star Cruiser, which I would pay money for.
I was
mean,
just gonna call you out on paying.
cock.
Look, it's the same way I'd listen to James Hetfield farting on a snare drum for 10
hey,
hours.
I had to say the joke before Brad said the joke because he
Yeah,
would have said
sure,
that
I
if I
would've
said
said
it.
it.
So. Hey, speaking of which, you're gonna laugh at me.
Of course I am.
Turn your flashlight on and look at this ring I'm wearing that I just got.
Engagement ring?
Yeah.
Did Taylor
Engaged
propose?
Kylo.
I thought you were about to say you were actually engaged. I was
No,
like,
no, that's insane. That's insane.
Where'd you get this?
I have no idea. She bought it somewhere online.
What am I looking at? It's like, oh, it's Kylo.
It's
but
Kylo.
like not from a side or a front profile. It's like a 3/4 profile.
Yeah.
That's a cool ring, man.
Oh, I'm shocked. I thought you were gonna be like you.
No, I mean you're gay for sure, but
Okay,
like,
okay, good.
but like I don't hate gay people.
Well, yeah, I proposed to him with that ring today on Batua. I saw him by the echelon. and
That's a cool. No bullshit. In all sincerity,
I am
it's a pretty cool
surprised.
ring, man. I'm not mad at
I
that.
had no clue.
Now, if I got that ring as like a wedding band, I'd be very pissed.
No,
but
I'm not gonna do that. As much as I love
shoot
that.
the Tom. That's a solid band, dude. Like there's nothing wrong with that ring.
I love it.
It's a cool profile. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting like my brain was looking at it
Just
going, like
like
what's a half
square
what's a
on.
side profile?
Yeah,
What's a solid ring? I mean you're gay as fuck, but it's whatever it is.
I knew it. That's okay. I love it.
All right. Sorry, I was responding to a text
Star
message there.
Cruiser pricing.
Star Cruiser.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the Star Cruiser. We're an hour and a half into this podcast. Not really, but close. Before we start talking about this, I've been defending this all week, and I'm so excited to be in the company of people who fucking understand what I'm talking. I had a dream last night that I went to the Star Cruiser and was actually in space.
Wow.
I've been dreaming about. I'm not bullshitting. I've been legitimately dreaming about this. Like
I don't remember the source. It could have been one of those terrible sources. I'm not going to name them, but
it news today. Is that what you're
possibly it might have been them. But somebody said
Inside the
that
Magic, one of those two bullshit.
it could have been. I forget who it was.
It's right from Inside the Magic.
I actually do forget.
Bullshit.
I actually do forget. But they said that Disney's going to have to put like disclaimers that say we're not actually going to space.
Oh, I saw that shit
That's
too.
real?
God.
They already have put it on there.
Come on. How dumb are people?
Well, the problem is
How
the
dumb.
average person is completely fucking stupid.
Obviously.
No. You'll see.
Yep.
You'll see.
I mean,
The average person-
I've seen people ask for Chick-fil-A sauce at Subway.
hey.
So,
It's gonna get way worse. 'Cause
Yes.
You're gonna
I
get
can't
rich
wait.
dumb people now.
yes, the best.
You'll see. They're dumb as shit, and also with all this like Jeff Bezos is going into space news, it's confusing.
They're just going to
people,
think
and they're
that
like,
Disney can send
Wait a
people
minute.
to
Oh
space.
my
I went to
God.
Disney World, then I went to space. Jeff Bezos did it and delivered water to my room. They're fucking dumb. Like they're dumb as shit. So
I'm laughing, but you're
random
right.
fact about the Jeff Bezos thing. I think I told you. I stayed in Van Horn, Texas on the way out here,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
did.
the town that Jeff Bezos took off from.
in his penis
In his
rocket.
penis
I
rocket,
remember
yeah.
That laugh he gave back when he gave it, he was like, "Oh yes," was terrifying. Have you heard it?
No, I haven't watched a single
I haven't
second
watched
of
any
anything
of it.
about
Did
this.
you watch it?
No,
I don't know. I just know
no.
he did it. I
no,
don't know
hang
anything
on.
else about it.
Hey, no, we can't talk about anything else.
We'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
It's terrifying. Like this dude is Lex Luthor.
Is it like a
100%.
Jeff Goldblum laugh? Or is it
No. It's
like Jurassic Park Jeff
it's
Goldblum, where he's like,
disturbing.
ha
I'm
ha.
not one of those people who are like, he should know his money. If he wants to go to space, first off, if he wants to go to space, he has the money to go to space and then come back and figure out what he wants to do with the rest of his money.
Yep.
That's not the fucking argument.
If-
That's so fucking stupid.
If Joe Schmo from Arkansas had that kind of money, he'd be going to space.
Exactly.
Come
Like it's the thing right now to do with these billionaires is to go to space because, and the people who are like, I don't get there's problems here. Okay, that's true, but to expand the technology, you
Right.
have to push the limits of the
How
technology.
much of our technology did NASA give us? Just
You
by
have-
going to space.
Exactly.
Like,
you
come on.
have to expand it if you want to.
These
keep
people
going.
aren't smart that are
So
saying
all
that,
that
though,
bullshit
so.
is dumb. And
Yep.
I will never go. You shouldn't do that with your money. That's bullshit. I remember when Tim Tracker got attacked for having the Gucci sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
I
what are you
do.
doing?
I went
Like, who
hard on
cares?
people going like, who the fuck are you to watch his video, to give him the ad click, and then give him shit about how he's spending
Yeah.
his
It's
money?
like, wouldn't you want to wear a
Fuck
Gucci
you.
thing if you could? You would. Okay, cool. Thank you. Everybody would.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And, so I don't give him shit at all for this.
No, never.
But he can't. Here it is.
Out of the economic pain that many Americans are feeling, April grocery prices saw their largest bumper-to-bumper traffic for miles waiting to get into food banks. People are
What is this bullshit video?
What kind of propaganda did you pull up?
I don't care. Don't even listen. Don't even know this.
Ignore this. That was it?
That's the laugh. I mean, that laugh's evil. That's an evil person's laugh. Like, who cares what
That's
they were
pretty
saying
good.
before that? But like, hell yes. That's an evil person's laugh.
It is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Super
He saw
villain.
some shit up there, and he's like, I'm not saying anything. Hell yes. we're
He's
gonna
like,
go to
Disney's
space."
building a spaceship up there. I saw it with my
I
eyes.
saw Disney World, Mars. It's fucking dope.
It's the Herculeron cruiser.
Hell yes. It's weird, but I don't understand why anyone would go like, don't use your money for that. He's got plenty of money. He's gonna come back and he's not gonna pay his workers. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. And you shouldn't. If that's what you want to do, then work at Amazon. If you want to make more, go work somewhere else. It's up to you.
You think Jeff Bezos will spend his money on the Galactic Star Cruiser?
Hell yes. That was the question they actually asked him.
Oh, yeah, it was.
You willing to go to the Star Cruiser? Hell yes.
Considering two guests per cabin. You see I'm segueing us into this?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Seeing two guests per cabin, starting at $1,209 American dollars per guest per night, or $4,809 voyage total. Now, all right, let's just move it along.
Food and non-alcoholic drinks included.
Yes,
Correct.
but
You gotta remember that,
I'm gonna
people.
Get drunk on the Star Cruiser.
Well, you got to pay for the alcohol.
I will.
Okay, I will too.
Gladly.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Dude, go ahead.
3 guests per cabin, which is two adults, 1 child, $889 per guest per night, or total of $5,299 voyage
That's
total.
the one we're doing. With my son.
We don't have.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say you have a child.
Yeah, with Bentley.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to him about it this week, and I'm gonna go like, hey, dude, if you don't want to go, you are not hurting my feelings.
He'll
If you
go. He'll want to go, and
If you do want to go, you're gonna charge. It's gonna cost me a lot of money. But if
you're gonna be like, you need to get a job right now.
if you better start modeling or acting or something. No, I'm gonna tell him like, if you don't want to go, that's totally fine. Like, we'll figure it out without you. And I mean that. Like, I'm not being
Right.
shitty. Like, if you want to go, like Holly doesn't want to go, I don't want to break up with Holly. Like, I'm not gonna not like you if you don't want to go.
Right.
Right.
If you're gonna go, it could save you money. So like, tell me.
Yeah.
If he decides he wants to go, then that's what me and my dad and him are doing.
Cool.
But
Ooh, that'd be
we've talked about. We'll get to this in a second, but go ahead.
Oh, and 4 guests per cabin, 3 adults, 1 child. Voyage total, I'll just say $5,999. Just call it $6K. I don't know why.
Who the fuck is going with that? 4 adults, 1 child.
3 adults, 1
So,
child.
what kind of family is that?
Who the fuck family
Well,
is
I
that?
mean, I guess what do they consider kid? Isn't
Mom,
it 10?
dad, son, weird uncle.
Isn't it 10 and up adult for Disney? What's their cap?
Yeah, 10.
10.
It's
So
like
that could just
3
be.
to 9 is a child.
So that could just be older sibling, younger sibling.
Here's the weird
It
thing.
could be.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
Yeah, that-
45-year-old
it could be
man.
4 yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Did you notice this on the website where it says starting from, but then at the bottom it says for voyage departure dates.
Yes.
Most week now it's 8/20/2022 to
August.
9/17/2022.
So that,
But they have said fall opening. So August is fall by Disney standards?
No, it's spring.
Oh,
Spring
right,
2022.
My bad. Spring. Yeah, so is August spring by
August
Disney
is summer.
standards? It really is
summer.
summer.
No,
but
August is summer.
100%
because when they
summer.
announced Galaxy's Edge, they
Yeah.
said summer 2019.
Yeah.
Which was
That's
August
summer.
29th.
Like,
So August won't be the opening. Because that's summer.
so does that mean prices are going to be more or less for that time period? More because
It's
the
got to be
beginning
more. Yeah.
Because that's the slower time.
Okay, so
that's
here-
like weekdays, too.
So let's kind of wipe the slate clean here. My dad messaged me the day this news got announced because I don't want to brag, but we were one of the first people to post the pricing for this because it was
Yeah.
kind of buried in an
You were the
article.
first person I saw. I was training for my new job.
Yeah.
And I pulled my phone up because I was bored out of my mind. And I was like, Star Cruiser?
Yeah.
Brad posted this? What the? So I kept looking. I was like,
We
yes.
were one of the first. I mean, there was like maybe
Yeah.
1 or 2, but Holly was combing through that. She goes, "Oh my God, the pricing was released," and I was like,
Yeah.
"It is." I was like, "Holy shit!" But it was spot on to what we thought it was going to
Right.
be. I mean, we pretty much nailed it. We said 25 a person. I mean, that's pretty fucking close if you go by the
Yeah.
two person rate, right? Like, so I call my dad and I go, "Hey, did you see the Star Cruiser announcement?" And he sends me back a screenshot of W today. And I'm gonna fucking kill him if he keeps doing that fucking bullshit.
Don't use them. bro. Come on.
But you know, so I call him and I go, "What do you think?" And he goes, "I'm 100% in."
Nice.
And you know, you've met my dad.
Yeah.
Would you have ever thought this would be up his alley?
No, actually,
Like
no.
he likes Star Wars, but
Yeah.
like he's not like us.
No.
He was so on board. He goes, "Well, in March I get a bonus. I could apply. You know, I could do it." And I was like, "Wait, is this really happening?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, no. If we can, like, we'll figure this out. If you want to go,
Yeah.
let's do it." And I was like, "Wait, are you fucking with me?" Like I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "No, we'll do it if you want to do it." And I was like, "I fucking for sure want to do it."
Obviously,
Of course.
And he goes, "Done." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So as soon as this gets announced when they're doing the first thing, I think we're doing it. I mean, like my dad doesn't get excited about a lot of things. He's not like, I'm more like my mom where she gets excitable. Like I'm excited that we're all here right now. Like it makes me happy. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to go like I'm happy and just like show it and not express it. Like I just want to get like, oh
Yeah.
But my dad is like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. And he's like,
Straightforward.
let's do it. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
okay,
him. That's
fine.
him.
Like you met him.
Yeah, that's him. Just straightforward.
He's
Like,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm like he'll be like,
I can see this.
The night before he'll be like, oh yeah, no, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I
And
can
then I'll
see
see his
this.
face. He's like, no, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I can
Can
see
you
him doing
fucking
this.
show it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you look like a serial killer.
Uh-huh.
You're like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. But I'm like, he's all in. He's like, do we want to take Bentley? Do like, I'm in on this, dude. Like, I'm
Yeah.
all in, and I'm paying for me. Like, he's paying for him, and I'm paying for me and Bentley.
Right. You're a
He's gonna
grown
pay for a
man
little more
paying
than
for your
that.
own thing.
But he's going to pay for more.
Crazy.
He like, this is full coincidence. Gets like a bonus at the beginning of the year, and so that bonus is going to go towards this.
Yeah.
And we're going to pay for like some shit at the house, and he's like, I don't give a shit. We'll figure that out. We're gonna do.
I'll
this
sell a
instead.
kidney. It's fine.
Exactly. So we're doing this before, and I'm so shocked that he's like excited about it, which actually kind of ventures the question: are more casual fans going to be into this than I anticipated? Because
I
he's
think
a
a
pretty
little more.
casual fan, dude. Like, I mean,
little
he
more,
doesn't know
yeah.
canon. He's never seen Rebels. He's never seen it. He's seen the movies, and that's pretty much it. He knows some shit only because I'm his son, and I will talk to him about something. I'll send him a link or whatever. This might be more palatable to casual fans. We're gonna go to the itinerary in a minute, but then I thought, like, this might be more sustainable than I thought, because I was literally going like, who the fuck is that big of a Star Wars fan to go, yeah, man, I'll do that for $5,000 for 2 nights.
Yeah.
But the average night at the Polynesian resort is $770 a night. So if you're looking
And
at
you don't
that
get anything
cost,
there. You don't get
get
food
nothing.
included. Yeah,
You
you
get
just get a
nothing.
bed.
That's the room. Go to sleep. Fuck you.
Now that's my
See you
dream
tomorrow
resort to
morning at
stay
Magic
at.
Kingdom.
I'm going to stay there one day.
I've
but
stayed there. It's not. I love the Polynesian. It's my favorite resort. There is not a room at that resort that is worth $700 a night.
I don't
There's
believe
no
it.
room anywhere that's worth that much money.
You don't
It's
believe
just
it?
a room.
No, I believe it. I don't believe that
No, it's
anything
just
would,
a
would be
room.
worth
No room should ever be
$700.
that
Yeah.
much.
That's insane. I mean, even the
Nothing
fucking
should be.
bungalows shouldn't be.
No.
They're like $3,000 a night. But like, think about
You
it.
can
Like,
sit
the
like what,
bungalows.
like 8 people in there or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about the bungalows. $3,000 a night for fucking what?
To see alligators,
A short walk
Bed.
to the boat that you sit with
Snakes.
other people on.
snakes too.
Yeah.
I ran over a snake today going to GameStop
Good.
in the parking lot up here
Good.
by where you used to live.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm not saying shit. But it's by where you, I'm just saying by where you used to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have
I
made
ran
jokes
over it
about
and
somebody and
And I was like, oh my god, it's a snake. And I was trying to take a picture of it and just leave it away.
Oh, so you didn't die.
Scary.
Thank-
No,
you
I
didn't kill it.
I'm here, so I didn't die.
You should have killed it.
But I was kind of like in awe that because I really thought that I was going to be like, well, I guess I'm never doing that. Like,
Right.
That's what I was anticipating from him.
That's my dad. I haven't even talked to him
Exactly.
about it
Like,
because he doesn't care, but he would say that.
My dad and your dad are on the same level, I think. Like, I think.
No, and Star Wars
Star
fandom?
Wars level, yeah.
No, your dad's farther.
Really?
Yeah, he's closer to us on the
But
spectrum.
he's never seen Rebels.
No, my dad's never seen any of that stuff.
But he doesn't know any of it other than what I tell him.
No, but if I threw on,
Like, he knows who Ahsoka Tano is.
yeah, my dad doesn't.
Okay.
No, when she showed up in Mando, I was like, "Do you know who that is?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a Jedi." And I was like, "Do you know anything
Oh, my
about
dad
it?"
was like, Ahsoka Tano. Actually,
Yeah, no, my dad. Nope, my dad didn't. I was like, "Dad, that's the one from the cartoon we used to watch." He's like, "Oh yeah, it looks like her."
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Well, coincidence, it's her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, okay. I've been pretty vocal about I'm not like super on board for this thing, and I don't know. I can't hear myself at all, but it's registering. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know what to do. It's still registering.
But you can't hear yourself.
Oh, it's just, there we go.
Haha.
We're good. We're good. It's there. It came back in randomly. Check. It's recording. We're good. We're good. We're good. What was I saying?
That you've been vocal about not being on
Oh,
board.
I've been vocal about not being like super excited about this thing. Like I was always going to do it,
Right.
and I've always been like, yeah, cool, okay, if I get to it. But like now with the expanded itinerary, I'm kind of more excited for this.
Which
What
is
do you guys
also,
think?
this doesn't include like access to all of Hollywood studios, but
It
this
does.
price does include.
It does actually.
Yeah,
It
but
said it. It said it includes.
it's a park ticket, but like you're not gonna go to Tower of Terror.
I think you are.
You
think you
can. but like
Well, see, this is
they're not going to give you time to.
the question that I want is, do I have to go?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't think they'll force you to go.
Let's get to it. So,
But my question with that, we'll go through the itinerary. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. What's your question?
Well, when they get to that Batu excursion part, we have Rise of the Resistance guaranteed, which is sick.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And so here's the thing about that. That is worth something to people.
Oh yeah,
I
It's
don't
worth,
know what that something is.
if it's your like once in a lifetime vacation,
Yeah.
it's worth like $50,
Yeah.
maybe
but
more.
here's the thing.
Yeah,
Did you see the thing that Disneyland Paris was doing for the Fast Pass, the paid Fast Pass?
I did per ride.
It was
per
$50 per person for like Buzz Lightyear Astro.
Yeah, no one's gonna pay
Jesus.
that.
For a family of 4.
No one's gonna
for
pay
Astro
that.
Blasters.
No one.
Hang on a second. I don't think you're right. I think if you could walk up to the front of Rise of the Resistance, and go,
Rise, yes,
here's my
but
credit
Astro,
card.
no.
How much is it going to cost for my family of 4 to get on without to the Fast Pass without
Yeah.
a boarding group? How much is that worth?
Like
$100?
50 to 100.
If
max.
you've never been here before
Yeah.
and you tried for 2 days and couldn't get a boarding group, and you're obviously here, so you want to do it. What is that worth to you and your 4 friends?
4 friends?
Yeah. So it's you, your wife, Kyle, and Evan.
And a hobo you picked up. I don't know.
I initially thought for like myself and my wife, because that's what I always think of when we're doing Disney, because it's typically her and I, $100. So
Yeah.
200?
50 a person.
Yeah.
Okay,
50
so
a person or
$200
100 a
built
person?
into the price of this.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
that's something I do not give a flying.
No, because
fuck
you've
about.
done it 80 times.
78. Yes.
70. I've done it 39 times. Today was 39. So you're
Today
doing it
was
twice.
7.
Yeah, but I'm at the point where I wouldn't.
I
pay
haven't
for it.
ridden Rise in months.
Jeez, and you're still on 80.
That's all right. The pre-show didn't work today, so
Yeah, they fixed it for me.
of course they did.
By the time,
Motherfucker, that's what happened to me. When you did,
yeah, that's the same thing. I kind of want to experience it.
but no,
But
for real though, that's something that is valuable to some people.
yeah, guaranteed rise.
And you get, but like, here's the thing.
And
though.
it was at what,
if
9
it's
a.m.?
down when
What
you
time
go?
Because it's
That's
down.
the thing,
It's
like, how do
guaranteed
you
to be
figure
down
this
once
out?
a day. It's down every day.
Well,
You
right.
just shift the itinerary to be
You're
like,
gonna
you
have
have
to.
You have to.
You
you're
have
gonna
to.
shift it.
Or
to-
do you just refund people $100? Like, what do you?
This is where this whole thing for me goes like, how are they gonna do this?
Yeah.
Like, is the $5,000 worth? I think the $5,000 will be worth the experience as a whole. But for me personally, the $5,000 is gonna have to be something that is insanely beyond what I would get at the Polynesian for 3 days. Like, it's not even gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be leaps and bounds over that trip.
For
Like,
one,
it
you
can't
get
be
exclusive
close.
Magic Band.
Well, that's see, but again,
That's
all these
$1,000
little
to
things-
you.
All these little things kind of add up, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's worth. I mean, I spent $250 on the Rise of the Resistance.
So it's at least
I-
worth
I
$250.
actually got bought. My people in my Facebook group bought it for me as a gift, but it would still cost $250, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
That's
Halcyon
worth
Magic
$200
Band is worth $200.
Let's say 150. Let's just,
Okay, yeah.
Let's cut it almost in half.
And then let's just give Rise, not for you though, but for most people, let's say Rise is $50. So
And if you
that's-
have a family of 4, I mean, like that's
Yeah.
something. Like
and
there's,
how many meals is that? Breakfast,
there's another
lunch,
thing.
dinner, breakfast, dinner, 5?
Snacks? No, there's snacks included.
Lunch,
Yeah.
And
dinner.
snacks. Yeah, snacks.
Lunch, dinner, snacks.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks,
Yeah.
Right.
breakfast. So 7 meals total.
Yeah.
One of those meals was docking bay, they said. So I guess
Yeah.
that includes
Here's
Ronto
what- here's-
too.
But they said Hollywood Studios, and they said the places you could use it. So what I think is included in this is a park ticket to Hollywood Studios,
And the
right?
park pass. Yeah.
So what I think they're going to do is they're going to load you with a snack credit
Yeah,
or a
easy.
dining credit.
Right.
That's why you have to wear the Magic Band at all times. I don't know if you caught that
Yep.
in the thing. They said you
And in
have
hopes
to wear
that
it.
they can track you.
Exactly.
So they
So
know
go,
where you're at.
you're gonna
Hey,
start
we're
with
leaving
this
in
kind
5
of-
minutes. Where
yeah,
you at?
Get the fuck back to Batu.
Yeah.
So we can get you on the shuttle back to the.
Sabi's magic bands are going to be a little different than your typical magic bands.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Well, they
something
could
that's
they could do that with ours
identifiable.
now. We have location on ours. Like they could.
You have location if you check in. It's not like just a free range thing.
Right.
And they also can
It's
track
not
your phone.
GPS.
They can use your phone too now.
It's not GPS though.
Yeah.
Like the Magic Bands only work if you scan it. Like they can see, oh, you last scanned in at Rise of the Resistance
True.
at 9:15 in the morning.
True.
The thing for me is this, like I've said it 1,000 times, but like this whole experience is gonna have to make sense for me
Yeah.
to want to do this again. You're gonna get your money once. They don't want your money once.
Right. They want
Minor spoilers. The random story moments have different options.
Yeah.
So that's where you'll come back. You'll say, "Oh, last time I did the smuggling mission.
How do you bet
Next
on
time
that?
I'll do the resistance mission."
How do you bet on that though? Like that's
Because
the
you
thing.
and I are going to come back again for time. All three of us will come back to do the different stories. Maybe not the next day,
Is
obviously.
this chair comfortable?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
But I'll come back in
Getting a
5
sofa in
years.
here, by the way.
Yeah.
When we're done.
Casting couch.
You, of all people, would think
I don't
about
think we need to say that on this podcast.
that. Yeah.
Oh well. But like, I'm not going to come back the next week to do it. But I live here. I'll be back in 5 years. I'm going to do the other story moments. So they're going to get me to come back.
Yeah, I get that. And it's going to be intimate. I noticed intimate.
Yeah.
Did you also? I also noticed what they
100
said.
That's not a lot.
What they said about when they released the pricing. I remember distinctively when I took the notes when I watched that 18-minute video. I wrote down, "This is for everyone. This is for everyone. This is for everyone," because she said it like 10 times.
Yeah.
How are you going to say it's for everyone with these prices?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not for everyone. It's not. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure how many people are going to like.
That's when I went to like Jurassic Park. It's like, oh, we'll have a coupon day. or
Yeah,
whatever.
a coupon
I
day.
just don't know how many people are going to be able to do this. Like, it's a small enough hotel where, like, I don't think people realize that, like, the art of animation and those value
Big
resorts are 1,500 rooms each. resort.
Huge.
They're huge. This is 100 rooms.
Right.
That's very small. It's. Here's the thing. I went like I'm so conflicted on this, man. Like for real. But I truly think it's going to be a worth experience.
Oh yeah.
If you're comparing it to Disney stuff. If you're comparing it to a hotel, fuck no.
Not worth it.
Endless Resort is a 2-room suite for $120 a night. Like it's not comparable to that.
No, if you're just
Right.
looking for
Comparing it
lodging,
to
you don't get
Disney to Disney, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's nothing where you're going like Jesus Christ.
And it's kind of
I
also
was actually
smart.
surprised. I just thought I was like, this is way less than I thought it was. Actually, I was being optimistic of like $2,500.
See,
It'd be
yeah.
what it was.
It's,
Yeah.
it's more than I expected, and I'm not mad at all. And I'm cheap and
Surprising
broke.
to me. You are very cheap.
Yeah.
And like, I don't mean that in a mean way.
No, I am.
You're just cheap.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like, I'll spend money on shit. if
Yeah,
I
there's
want
nothing
to.
wrong with
There's
either
nothing
way.
wrong with you.
Yeah.
No, exactly. No,
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on you.
I know you're not.
I'm not praising me. I'm just saying, like,
I'm cheap and broke,
Yeah.
and this is more than I expected. And I'm still like, I'm all in. If it starts tomorrow, I'm signing up tomorrow.
yeah. I'm in on this, man. Like, and I really, truly did not think I would be. Like, I know people are going to be like, of course you said that, you fucking loser. Like, I'm sure, but like, I didn't think, you know me, I didn't think the High Republic was going to be good.
Right.
I didn't think this was going to be good. I'm wrong. I'm 0 for 2. I'm fine with that. I want to be proven wrong. Prove to me that this is worth it.
Exactly.
The only thing I kind of go like, what the fuck are you talking about? Is they keep going like, well, you'll help this person on the ship with their luggage.
I was like,
And I'm like, is,
yeah.
is that my luggage disguised as your luggage?
Yeah.
This is a way for you not to have a bellhop problem.
It's like you'll take your own luggage to your room.
So what if I fail that mission? Do I not get my luggage
Like,
on this
we
day?
don't get to dre- Now, the thing I noticed too was like there were rumors going around that they would give you stuff to dress up in. Now they're just highly encouraging you to dress in canon. I think that's COVID.
I think it. Oh, because of COVID.
I think it's because of COVID.
But they're also going to sell merchandise there. That
Oh
you
fuck yeah!
better be like.
Dude, if you think they're not gonna have like the
Yeah.
illest gift shop ever,
Oh, it's gonna be
you're out of your fucking
insane.
mind.
Yeah. See,
You're gonna be able to.
that's not included. in
I'm
the
calling this
5,000.
now. You're going to be able to buy that retractable lifesaver for $500, $600. I'm calling it right fucking
Oh, I'll
now.
be
Yeah.
that.
No, I think 500-600. Past that, I don't think you're not going to be able to get the person in the moment. So here's a metric that Disney
Just
uses.
the random person.
This is a metric that Disney uses is like, what is the likelihood of you going? I need that. Like they can, and this is what I think the fall of the virtual queue is. If you're someone who is debating whether to spend $150 on a lightsaber, and you have 2 hours away from Galaxy's Edge to think about it before they call you back for it, you can talk yourself out of that $200
Yep.
lightsaber.
You could be like, oh, I just
But-
spent $50 on lunch.
Exactly.
Plus, yeah.
And I think that's why they fuck up with the virtual queue. Because if you notice, if you'll see this, when you spend a lot of time at Galaxy's Edge, they'll be like, a lot of people aren't coming back. Yeah, because they were going like, I'll buy this lightsaber. I'm in Galaxy's Edge. I'm ready to fucking go. Give me that lightsaber.
Yeah.
And then they walk away and spend 2 hours outside of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Like if you're looking at the metrics of that, I wonder how much money has walked away from Galaxy's Edge.
You'll never be able to know.
It's got to be substantial.
Yeah.
Now, the money they've made is also substantial.
Quite.
But if you're trying to maximize every
It would have
penny,
been
Yeah.
more if
you
they just
wouldn't
did
do that. You
virtual
would
queue
just
for
go
a
like,
week.
if you really want it, you'll stand in this line. And
Yep.
if you're in the moment, you'll stand in that line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I have every lightsaber over there except Ahsoka Tano's white ones from Rebels.
Those are hard to get.
If I could have walked away at any of those points, I might have.
But then you would have bought it next week.
But I'm talking about like
If you don't
I'm
live
putting
there.
myself in this situation of
Yeah.
like if I have an hour and a half to think about it and my kids are wanting this other shit and I've spent $80 on this plush over at the front of the park and now I have to walk all the way back from the front of the park to Galaxy's Edge to buy a $200 lightsaber.
And now they're not even doing package pickup. You have to carry this big box.
Which is a pain in the ass, and I'm sorry for the dark saber that I had to buy today.
Oh, that's all right.
But
Which I completely walked past that virtual queue at Doc's.
Oh, dude,
like a boss, yeah.
I didn't want to say this, but I'm not going to say it because I don't need this shit to get blown up. There's a way to bypass that virtual queue for Doc's.
Oh, yeah, it's-
lightsabers.
It's obvious. We don't even have to tell you. You can figure it out. It's
If you're too dumb to figure it out, then just don't worry about it.
Well, and the way I did it, too, the cast member completely confirmed my theory.
Oh, yeah, they told.
Yeah, they
everybody
absolutely
told people, so.
told me to do what I did. So I said,
You'll
all right,
figure it out.
yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I just don't want to. I don't want
You'll
to
figure it
publicize
out.
it.
Nope.
Like there's some secrets I just don't.
You'll figure it out if you
Like there's some resort hacks I don't tell people, except you.
Yeah, and I'm still too dumb to use them. So.
You'll have to tell me because I'm still very much a resort snob and I
I'll
want to
tell you.
stay at a mall.
It's easy.
so.
It's easy peasy.
Okay.
So let's talk about some of the stuff that was released from. Now that we're an hour and a half into the podcast.
We'll obviously
What?
do the itinerary here, but I told Tom while you were getting something from the house. It's like I don't want to ingrain this itinerary in my brain. So I'm going to go to the Star Cruiser and be like, oh, we're doing this now? Oh, we're going to go here
Oh,
now?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So I'll talk about it now, but then
That's why
I don't
we call
want
this
it.
the sample itinerary.
Right.
It's just
I
like a
hope they
loose-
change it, yeah.
I
don't
think
want
they
some
will.
loose, like I think it's going to be fluid, where they're going to
Yeah.
change it. And there's one thing I'm worried about you doing. We'll get to it. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just going to read the passage from the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Star Cruiser, or whatever the fuck you're calling it. This is an entire galaxy of possibilities. Here's only a small glimpse into the constellation of possible, which is important, possible experiences and activities you may encounter during your Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser adventure. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser is nothing like you've ever experienced. Part live immersive theater, part themed environment, part culinary extravaganza. You spoke to my heart on all those. Part real life role playing game. and
The
yet
food
so-
is an experience.
They'll milk that to the cows come home. While your story unfolds, you'll have the power to choose your path. Will you follow the rule of the First Order or join the Resistance in a secret plot? Strike a bargain with a gang of smugglers or sit back, sip a cocktail, and watch it all from a safe distance. Other than me. The choice is yours, and you step aboard the most immersive Star Wars story ever created, one where you live your own Star Wars adventure. And this is do a sample itinerary that gives you an exciting look at some of the many experiences you may encounter during your voyage. Now let's take a look at some of those. So, day one, arrive at terminal at 1 p.m.
Yay.
That's pretty early for a hotel. Usually, they let you clock in.
Check in.
Let you check in around 4 o'clock.
They're not
Yeah.
paying
So
you to be here.
That's
You're paying
3
them.
hours early. So that's a solid amount of time. Like if you're not Magical Express because that's not a thing anymore, but if you're coming from like that side of town, that could be substantial. I mean, that's 3 hours. Imagine 3 hours without a shower and like when you're tired. That's a big deal. 1:15 to 1:30 launch pad to Star Cruiser. 1:45 to 2:15 ship orientation. Now here's the thing that we'll get to the story points in a minute. Stuff's gonna happen in between all these.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Like,
Yeah. Hopefully we get roaming droids. Hopefully that actually
I think
comes.
that's gonna be.
It has to come somewhere.
From 3 o'clock, so here's a gap. So 2:15. The next activity is 3 o'clock to 3:30. 45 minutes of exploring the ship. I mean, you could do a whole YouTube video in 45 minutes.
Or just go take a nap.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to
I'm
do.
not taking it. If you think I'm sleeping on this thing for 2 days, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep on this. I'm
No.
going to stay awake the entire time, walking on the bridge.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
watch Tatooine pass in the distance.
like 12
Just chill
times.
out. Fuck yeah, I'm
Yep.
not going to bed.
Watch what's
I
left of
will do-
Alderaan float by.
I will do. I'm not bullshitting. I'll do Adderall to stay awake for 2 days for this.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I'm getting
You
flashbacks.
guys are all
to-
looking at
I'm
me.
getting
No, no,
flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks to Dallin at opening day of Rise.
Hey,
That's
man.
what I'm getting.
$5,000. I'm
Oh,
not-
I
I'm
know.
not going to
Yes.
sleep and
Yes.
fuck- and sleep past an alarm. Get the fuck out. I'm not doing that.
Nope.
Light refreshments 3 to 3:30. Sabacc lessons 3 to 4 o'clock. That's where I get worried about you.
How's
Muster because you don't know between red and green.
I've been playing at home. If I have lighting, if I have good lighting, I can see it.
I have a prize coming for you. Just it'll be done by the end of this week.
Okay.
I'm working on it now. Sabacc lessons from 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
I was wondering what you meant. Like you're worried about me dressing up or being a nerd, but you just worry about my color
Otherwise, you're not
blindness.
seeing the two colors.
It'll be hard.
Whatever the fuck muster is from 4 to 4:30. Anybody know what that means?
No.
I think they just
Must-
left off the D, mustard.
So you're just gonna eat mustard for like?
Yeah, space mustard.
Then the
Space.
captain's reception from 4:30 to 5. Dinner featuring live music between 5:30.
Which was supposed to be on Batu already, but they moved it.
5:30 to 7.
They moved that from Batu to the Star Cruiser.
Yeah,
That's
and you
fine.
can see the actual legitimate art for that in the Art of Galaxy's Edge book. It's the same exact thing.
Yep.
The Outer Rim Regalia is 7:15 to 3 o'clock. Or, sorry, I keep saying 3 o'clock. 7:15 to 7:30. Then you have an, quote, unexpected story moment. For example, you might, quote, prove your mettle to join an elite smuggling ring, question mark, or had a stowaway to help the resistance. And that takes place between 7:30 and 8. Then from 8 to 8:45, you have bridge training. And then 8:30 to 8:45 is special atrium entertainment.
I don't know what
That's
that could mean.
interesting.
Yeah. Is it just
That's
like
all-
a singer,
that's day
a
one.
live singer? I don't know what that could be.
No, because that's with dinner. So I'm thinking
somebody
Ray
juggling?
smuggles on board to go down to Batu.
But that would be a story moment. That wouldn't be entertainment.
I think you're focusing a little bit too much on the story moment thing.
Possibly.
I mean, here's reality. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. And like you said, this could change. This isn't set in
This is
stone.
just. But here's the thing. Your day ends at 8:45.
Yeah, you gotta go to bed.
I just want to
They
point
lock
out.
your door.
I just want to point out that the day starts at 1 and ends at 8:45. That is a legitimate
8-hour.
shift.
That's perfectly timed. Perfectly
they're
timed. They're not stupid.
See you later.
They're
Have a
not
good
stupid.
one. I'm union. I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yep.
That's the first thing I noticed because you would.
I did not notice it, but yeah, you're right. They're smart.
Then day 2, breakfast 7 o'clock. Jesus Christ, to 8 a.m.
You're not sleeping.
We're not going to bed
either.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not sleeping.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we're doing Adderall. Transport shuttle.
That's for
Snorting
breakfast.
Adderall.
From 8:15 to 8:25. This is the thing I'm one of the most curious about.
How we get
How
about
you do a
to?
Batu shuttle?
Yeah.
A
How we-
motion simulator bus.
To be, because here's the thing, you have to be completely in character. You can't get me on the starship and then like walk me outside and have a fucking bus that takes me to Galaxy's Edge. That's not gonna fucking work.
Nope.
How are you gonna do this?
I was actually looking through Batu today specifically. Like, where are we going to
Well,
come
The
from?
only thing that makes
You come
sense.
in that first order door. You have that giant
That's the
scrim
only
in
thing-
front of it
Yeah.
right now. That scrim has been there for like 5 months.
Okay.
Hold on, though.
Because
I
we're-
will. So reluctant to say this. When I worked there, I walked back there. There's nothing there.
And then, but that was how long ago?
A year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But this was already in construction 2 years ago.
But they're just now putting that scrim up 5 months ago for this spot.
Wait, what's Scrim?
The giant door over by the Echelon?
Yeah.
They got it.
The one that's an entrance into.
No,
Disneyland.
not that one. The other one by Cargo.
That's
First order
the-
Cargo.
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
Yeah. It's had a scrim in front of it for 5 months.
Okay, I haven't noticed that. I was talking about the door next to the Echelon.
No, it's not that door.
That's what I was
There's
talking
nothing there.
about. Okay, that's what I was talking
Yeah. They have that open occasionally for smugglers for Falcon queue. And there's nothing back there. It's like a 10-foot box.
about. Yeah, it's literally like a square.
Yeah, there's
in
nothing.
concrete.
Yeah.
But
But
that's
the
why I
other
was
one-
like, oh shit, okay, they might be doing something back there, but okay. Then you have the transport shuttle to Batu from 8:15 to 8:25. Then Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance from 8:45 to 9:30. That's
Guaranteed.
early as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
We're gonna get in before
if
the
we're
park
keeping
opens.
the park
Before
hours.
the park opens.
Park
Yeah.
opens at 9 if we're keeping these same hours.
I mean, that's awesome.
There's some days Rise doesn't even start running until like 11,
That's
but
the thing. What are the consequences of that? And then going back on, like, this is where I'm curious. It's like, how do they run, like, everything you do is going to play into this whole experience?
well, this is. Well, I don't think it'll take into account Rise.
Do you think,
because
like, there'll be,
nothing
like,
happens.
something in the Magic Band that, like, shows you wrote it?
Yes, and then also we'll finally get that promise on the Falcon, where they said, "Oh, a bounty hunter might see what happened on the Falcon and tell Oga or whatever." But
here's
they never
here's
happened.
the thing.
But now
Though.
it'll
This is
go
what's
ride the
interesting to me. Is Rise of the Resistance is between 8:45 and 9:30, and then it's a break for a story moment.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's you can, for example, you might broker a deal for a heist, or arrange to steal a ship from the First Order. and then you go on Smuggler's Run. So who are you having the, like, do I get to meet Hondo, and like, is this where the real life Hondo Onaka comes in?
Oh yeah.
That would be awesome.
Because I've seen him.
Yeah, I've heard
I
that
was
story.
there opening day
Yeah.
for the park. I saw the real life character Hondo Onaka. They had him dressed up. Sitting out for the press event. I saw him backstage. I talked to him. His name was Zach, I think. Shit,
Zach Onaka?
You
His
been?
name was Charles.
You said his name was Hondo.
Hondo. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Like, why is there a break between that? That's interesting to me. Like, do they take you off the ride and then you like they usher you backstage to this thing you can't see unless you're staying there?
You
That's
must.
one of my questions too is like,
There's a lot of
Rise is involved in his.
There's a lot of backstage area back there. So like, have they created a new experience for those people that are there?
We're gonna find out.
But that's one of my questions is Rise is involved, Falcon is involved, Docking Bay 7 is even mentioned, but do you not get to go to Oga's? Is that just not a part of this?
I don't think you need to if you have like the
What if you want to,
bar on board. I mean, why would you go there?
Because DJ Rex is amazing.
Yeah, but you can go there. You live here. You go there any day you want.
I know.
You have 13 current reservations.
I do.
Go
want-
any other
I
day.
want 14.
Go any other day.
I want to have the full
But in all seriousness,
everything.
But in all seriousness, would you waste that time if you were on Star Cruiser to have?
If it's built in, yes. But if they're like, either come back with us or hang out with Oga's, I'd say I'll go back.
But I think you have that option because they've mentioned you can go to all the Hollywood studios.
Okay. Well, maybe they're going to make you just get the reservation, and if you get an Oga's, you can go.
I would not waste my fucking time. I mean, you can go any other fucking day of the year.
Yeah.
You could literally look 30, like 90 days. What is it? 100, it's not
I think it's
180.
90. I think it's
90 days
90.
out now for dining?
Right now, the furthest day out is
60.
October 7th.
60 days.
October
It's 60.
7th.
It used to be 180.
Just get the
Yeah,
fucking
October 7th is the farthest I can
that
book
day.
it.
Like that's my thing is like, I don't want to spend my time that I spent $4,000 on doing shit I can do any other day of the
You
year.
could skip the whole Batu excursion, I bet.
But if there's a story moment where I'm gonna miss it,
Then you're
shit,
going to
I
want to
wanna
go. Yeah.
But if I'm just riding Rise of the Resistance to ride Rise of the Resistance, I'm gonna stay on the shit.
Yeah. I don't think Rise will have a moment, but I think the Falcon.
Do you think?
There's
Speaking
something
of,
because it's right after you get off Rise, there's a story moment. That's what I'm saying. Like you just Rise, story
I
moment,
didn't know the timing.
Falcon.
There's got to be something.
there's got to be something connected.
I
Yeah.
didn't know the
Something's
timing.
gotta happen.
Yeah.
It literally goes Rise, story moment, Falcon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have like a. What if they did this? What if you had a different Millennium Falcon experience?
Oh, that. Oh my
Finally, that
God.
we've been promised.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. They could easily do that.
But it's only for the Magic
Easily.
fans and the
Yes.
Star Cruiser.
It's only between this time, but the only
That just
thing
blew
about-
my mind.
But the problem is that it's between 10 and 10:30. But if you scan a Magic Band and it reads a
It
different
just changes
experience,
the
it
video.
changes the whole video.
Change it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's more than video. It's a video game
Yeah,
that
it's
processes, but
rendering
still,
3D.
you change the program.
You go like, oh, Chewie mode. How about fucking
Hotel
Star
mode,
Cruiser mode.
Halcyon mode.
yeah?
Oh yeah.
And then you
And
have
that's
one
what they said.
fucking-
They said that we'll see who this Coaxium and stuff is going to. That we're stealing it. And it's like, obviously the Resistance, but maybe not in this mission.
Yeah.
Maybe this mission it's for the Halcyon.
Yeah, maybe he's lying to you.
Mhm.
Or maybe
He's trying to
Hondo.
make you feel good. He's like, yeah, it's going to
Because that's Hondo in the shows.
Yeah,
He's
for sure.
sketchy.
Yeah.
But Hondo on Batu is like, hey, I'm your buddy, let's
I'm all
go.
but
Like,
convinced you're going to meet Hondo.
I hope so. They got the costume
I'm
there. It's
calling
been
it
there,
now.
sitting in the back room, creepily
You're
for 2
gonna meet
years.
Hondo.
Yeah.
You're going to meet Hondo.
I can't wait.
Or the Toydarian Toymaker. I don't know how I know that. I'm just saying.
She'd have to be an animatronic.
I'm just
Yeah, you can do
Puppet.
Hondo. Puppet, you can do Puppet. Yeah.
Lunch at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo.
Hopefully Ronto also.
To 11:45. Well, can't you order a Ronto out there?
You can.
You can't. Yeah.
Then you have the transport shuttle after lunch back from 12:40. This is a big jump of time. 11:45 to 12:40. It's almost an hour. Transport shuttle to Star Cruiser. Then you have the thing I'm most excited about: lightsaber training from 1 to 1:30. That doesn't seem like enough time.
30 minutes? Is that what it was?
Yeah. 30 minutes. That's all you get. You get to listen to the pre-show, do it, pass it off to a family member, and you get all that done in 30 minutes. No chance.
It's the
I
same.
actually heard
It's the
that was
same.
like an hour experience.
It probably
It
is.
was supposed to be probably, but
I'm not going to say who I heard from Lintesta, but I'm telling you that it's going to be longer.
then it's accurate then.
He said it publicly, so not to worry about
Right.
it. Droid racing competition from 2:30 to
Now that
3:50.
is that going to be real droids or the ones you build?
So what's-
Because I've seen that on Batu already.
They're
I've seen
going to
kids do
encourage
that.
you to build one while you're on Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but
So I don't need to go to that. I'll skip that.
This is
Because
one
I've
of the
seen
things
people
that
do
is
that.
most curious to me. Build model ship.
That's cool. I'm like, I want that.
Do I get to build a ship in a bottle of the Halcyon while I'm there?
That'd be cool.
Basically,
That
yeah.
would be
Yeah,
the shit.
yeah. That would be the coolest little like memento, like little thing to take home. I'm not forgetting the word for that right now. Souvenir. That'd be the coolest like souvenir. And that's built in. So if you're like, hey, your son is 5 years old. He's like,
Yeah.
I want to buy that. No. You just built the ship. You're good.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
buy you
Yeah,
this later.
we're doing this. Speaking of souvenirs, and you're the Oga's guy. Do you think they'll drop any like new Oga tiki mugs
For
for
the
the 50th?
50th. They should this month for the 2-year, but
Okay.
they're not gonna.
I snagged a reservation for Oga's on October 1st.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Yeah, so
I mean,
just
I'd
in
rather-
case.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna be at studios on the 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
I would hop to Kingdom for an hour.
I-
wanna be there for like an hour. I don't want to be there for the whole day.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
Kingdom appealed to me. Okay, Kingdom appealed to me,
But it's gonna be
but that and your sneaking suspicion about Cal's lightsaber, I feel
50th.
I feel really good about it. The closer we get, and I gotta be there for that.
Because
So.
they've got things to draw people to Epcot. They got Remy and they got fireworks,
Mhm.
and then Animal Kingdom, nothing. But yeah, they'll draw people to studios. Come buy this lightsaber. They have to disperse this crowd somehow. 'cause
They
it's a
have to.
madhouse.
They have to.
Good idea. So once again, that means nothing for the anniversary of Galaxy's Edge. I don't know why we just treat that like it's nothing, but it's fine. It's fine. I got to renew my pass before I get anything on October 1st,
Yes.
which sucks. But I'm going to renew that soon and then get something for October 1st. Probably Epcot, probably Animal Kingdom, one of the two.
All right.
But I'll hop to Magic for an hour. Like I just want to be in the
Be
park
there,
for an
yeah.
hour and then get out before I get
Oh,
trampled.
I'll be in AP by then, so
Yeah.
I can hop. Yeah.
Build the model ship. I'm excited about
Is it
that.
going to be the Halcyon, or do you get to pick? Can you do a Falcon? Can you do a Halcyon?
Who knows?
Yeah, that's what's intriguing.
I will make a B-wing.
B-wing? B-wings are sick.
B-wings are my favorite.
Oh, B-wing. B-wings are cool. They're alright.
B-wings are good. That's my B-wing. That's my shit. I love B-wings. And then we have the Sabacc tournament from 4 to 5.
Now, what do you get if you win?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Is it just good job you won, or do you get a certificate, or what do you get?
Credits.
That's
Money. Give me some fucking
well, that's the
money.
thing. You can't actually gamble. Disney's not going to let you.
Yeah, I
gamble.
know. Yeah.
So I don't understand how this whole Sabacc's going to work.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's going to be a card game, like,
Yeah.
you know.
I've been playing a lot of it. It's fun. And I've been watching.
It is fun.
They brought back the cast member that like plays it out in the marketplace. So I've
Really?
been watching. Yeah, I've been watching that happen. That's fun.
That's cool.
I actually watched somebody get pure Sabacc the other day, and I was like, dang, okay.
Then we have cocktails at Sublight Lounge from 5 to 5:30. Then Taste Around the Galaxy dinner from 5:30 to 7.
Yep.
Then a story moment, put the ice plan into action, or bring the stolen ship aboard and watch out for the first order from 7:30 to 8:45. Then after that, you have a spectacular finale. It's an hour long. Those are going to be fights.
Yep.
It's gonna have to be.
Kylo and Ray.
Are we gonna get Vi on this at all? She's not in any of the marketing. Vi's gotta be.
Absolutely.
I think we're gonna see a lot of her, like a lot of
I
I.
hope we get a lot of Vi.
I think
She needs it. She deserves
I
it.
think the person that they put in that, like, the Jyn Erso looking character is
Yeah.
Vi.
I hope so. Because I was like, that looks like a cross between Jin and Vi. I was
Yeah.
like, come on, just make
Then
it
you have
Vi.
day 3, which is breakfast from 8:30 to 9:30, and then launch pad to terminal from 9:30 to 10.
Then you're kicked off the ship back to
Yeah,
Earth.
get the
They
fuck
shoot you out the
there.
airlock. They
Let's
just
get
jettison
$5
you.
grand. So,
Right?
my biggest question is, like, how is this going to sustain 4 days? Like, is this going to actually be legit?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be enough stuff to...
And they did highlight that there are TVs in your room. So if you want to go
Well,
watch,
they said interactive...
there's a
something.
TV.
Wasn't it a TV?
They said Earthling TVs or
They
something.
said something interactive...
It has that. But if
I'm
you
sure
want
it's,
to,
I'm sure it's, let me what I'm saying. I'm sure it's a TV.
yeah.
They didn't say TV. They said like interactive.
In 18 minutes, they said we have
thing.
entertainment from your home.
Yeah, I forget what it is.
Okay.
Some shit.
But so if you want to flip on a football game, go ahead.
I'm not watching sports on it.
No, I'm not watching anything. I'm not doing anything but Star Wars. I'm there. And this has just sparked, like, showed how nerdy I am. I've already been like, what do I want to take? Do I want to take this droid? Do I want to take this lightsaber? Do I want to take this jacket? What am I taking?
I'm gonna show up in my black Jedi get a.
That'd be sick.
I just gotta.
Blackface? Is that what you said?
Why? Why? I'm too tired to defend that.
It's because you didn't say it. It's fine.
Yeah, I didn't
Not
say it.
that.
I didn't say it.
What would the Black Jedi? Shavarius Johnson, the Jedi.
Maybe
What's up, baby? What up, B? No one's defending this. I hate all of you. You guys are cowards.
I'm exhausted. Arizona is far.
I think this is going to be fun.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm as excited as I am now. I'm still like, let's see.
It's because it's how. It's like, how are you going to do this, Disney? And it's what I said on.
That's more what I'm like.
It's the last podcast.
8:31, am I gonna, like,
Yeah.
You say it's 8 to 8:31. 8:31, are we on the shuttle? Like, that's the part where I'm like, it's the human error component.
Right.
Like, how much of this shit is going to get
Windows built.
Have you ever
Little
done a
wiggles.
cruise?
Yes.
Not
None of
yet.
this shit ever goes to the plan.
No.
That's how
why I'm
humans
like,
are.
how much of this shit's going to get tossed aside because it's a sample itinerary?
A lot of it.
But I don't want that.
They'll have built-in windows. Though.
Let me go back.
They'll have built-in time.
Have like 4 buses lined up. Let me go back.
That's pretty expensive.
I will be there 8:30.
Oh yeah.
I'll be there.
I'll be there 8:28.
Yeah, I'll be there 8:25.
Yeah, a
I
little
will
early.
be there on time. Get back to the fucking ship. I truly, unless it changes the story, have no desire to go to Batu. I want to be on the fucking ship, hang out in the room. I'll hang out in the room before I go do some shit. Like, because if it changes your story, you can go, this is what you did. And I'll go, oh, that's fucking dope. And then I can see what happened on the story.
Yeah.
I don't need to go. I really, really don't. I do not care about what happens on Batu. Tell me the story element of it.
So how are you gonna find that out until we get there? You're gonna watch
You're going to go. I know you.
Yeah.
You're going to go and go do the Batu thing.
I'm gonna go to Batu.
Are you not gonna go though? We're all gonna be there together. So you just
I'm gonna go to Batu because of the promise to do different things on Batu.
Yeah.
I'll go like, hey, can you drop the character shit for a second? I live here. Is this worth it to me to go to Batu? Yeah, it's worth
Hopefully,
it.
hopefully
Okay, cool.
they'll be allowed to do that. Because some cast members
That's the problem I have with
don't.
Star Wars. It's like, don't give me the, like, if you like Star Wars, what are those holo scans? Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
You're an adult. I'm an adult. I'll have an in-canon conversation with you. But
Yeah.
answer my fucking question.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it,
There's a
is
time and
this
place
worth
to
it?
switch it on.
No, it doesn't work. It's not worth it. Like, if I were you and I was spending $5,000 I'd stay on the ship. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll stay on the ship.
Yeah. There's gotta
I'll let
be.
one of you guys go who care. Like, one of you two.
I'm going to
I'm
Batu no matter
I don't
what.
give a shit. I'll go tomorrow to do Batu. Like, I don't
Right.
care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal to me. I can understand, like, we stole the cargo ship from Docking Bay 7. I'll understand what that means.
What
I'll
if-
be able to go,
what
okay,
if-
cool. That's what you did.
What if the only thing you get is just the shuttle back and forth? Like, that's important. Like, what if nothing happens on 2, but something in the shuttle you need?
Part of me wants to see that, but if it's just a fucking bus, then I don't care.
Because they
It
said-
It can't be a bus.
So, like,
They said there's an RX droid on one of these transports. Is it the shuttle that takes you there when you check in? When you check in?
Said that.
Okay. It's like, I gotta see her, because it's her.
I'm pretty sure they
It
said
has to be DJ Rex's girlfriend. It has to be.
Will we land on Batu, or will there be a so we are landing on
The
Batu?
Halcyon doesn't land on Batu, but you'll take
You're taking an escape
the
pod.
bus.
Okay,
The
that's
bus is
that's
a shuttle from
yes, that's
Alexandria.
okay then.
How am I gonna
Then
pull that off? I'm gonna feel like I'm on a fucking Disney bus.
Maybe it won't. Maybe design.
You think so? You don't think so?
No, it won't be a bus. I mean, it will be a bus, but you're not gonna know it's a bus.
It's gonna be a hard thing to pull
it's gonna be
off.
tough.
We all know what it feels like to get on a Disney bus. Right?
Yeah,
You step on
it's
it,
gonna be more like
guys like they're like, hey, you walk on. There's people like
yeah, the driver's not. You won't even see the driver. He's like in his own compartment. You won't even see him.
They might.
There'll be a big cabin that you get in.
I'm gonna start watching the hotel a lot to see if there's any like new buses. Because they're gonna have to be testing these sooner than later.
They've got to.
And it's going to be within the next 5 to 6 months. Because you have to go like, this technology is sustainable for
Yeah.
a complete experience if we're charging five grand for it. This might be the most tricky thing they've ever tried to pull off.
Oh, it easily.
Like it really might be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Disney's doing it because they always push themselves to that limit.
That's I mean, like you've seen the Galaxy's Edge Imagineering stuff. They didn't
Oh, yeah.
have the Falcon stuff up until like 3 months before it was ready.
Yeah, because they're like,
Yeah.
Scott Trowbridge. They're
It
like,
didn't work.
they're like, is this gonna be ready? He's like, when is this airing?
You can see him panicking. He's
Yeah,
like,
you can see
"When is
he's
it airing?"
like, oh,
Oh yeah, no, it's ready.
Uh-huh.
I think.
yeah. You can see he's like,
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wink,
it's ready.
wink.
No. Is this opening day? Yeah, it's ready. Yeah. Come enjoy the Falcon.
Yeah.
Is this video already 10 years in the future?
Yes.
Yes.
It's nuts.
Yeah. But that's the thing. This is going to be a financial success. But if it's a thematic and story success, maybe we'll get a Haunted Mansion hotel. Maybe we'll get a one day maybe. We'll get this stuff.
You're not going to see that.
I mean, like
I
50
think
years
this is a
from now.
self-contained thing. I don't think this is going to spawn off into any other. Dude, if there's anything that Disney knows they could have done, there's two things they know they could have done. They absolutely could have done a Haunted Mansion hotel, and they absolutely could have done a Tower of Terror.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they haven't.
Yeah.
I think
If
that
this
says-
works,
This is a lot
maybe
of
we
Star
get
Wars
this.
is they're willing to do this with Star Wars.
Right.
The only thing I think is even comparable to what this could be is if Universal does the same kind of thing with the Harry Potter franchise.
Yep. Stay at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
They got to.
There's 4 houses. pick
You get
one
sorted
you
into
say
one, or you pick.
Or you
Yeah.
just- yeah, you get sorted in
I
one.
think getting sorted into the house would be cooler.
Like, ooh, you're a Gryffindor. Like, sweet.
Hufflepuff. Fuck.
50 points just for being Harry Potter.
Manager.
Yeah.
Just for being Harry Potter, 50
I'm actually
points.
Slytherin, and this is offensive to me.
It's like everyone getting sorted into Hufflepuff. There's like a specific there's a 1-800 number you gotta.
See?
Yeah.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah. You have to call this number, and like the first option is like, if you got sorted into Hufflepuff, press 1.
Press 3.
Yeah, we have a special line for you.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of that could be comparable to that is that. So I don't think they're going. I don't think Disney themselves are going to look at this. I think the industry is going to look at this and go,
Yep, they absolutely were.
But then,
Thematic
50
hotels.
years down the line, though, Disney will have to answer to somebody else's answer. So they'll do a Haunted Mansion if it works.
I will give Disney 100% props on your Bob Iger. This is not a Bob Chapek thing. I will give Disney 100% props on giving this a shot.
Yep.
Just pulling the trigger is really.
This could crash and burn, and this could be a bad, bad fucking thing. Like, we could be looking back and say, holy shit, remember when that Halcyon thing was announced?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we
Like,
could.
it could.
We're
But I
good.
think that's why they made it such a small amount of hotel rooms, so they can
So they could do this right.
occupancy.
Yeah.
It's sold out.
Yeah. And a lot of this
Of
is-
course, it's going to be sold out. Yeah.
A lot of this is right place, right time too, because Avatar was a test for Galaxy's Edge, and then Galaxy's Edge was a test for the hotel. Like, you kind of see the build-up of what they're doing.
The only problem is it's like, quit fucking around and quit taking all the coolest shit you came up with and charging a premium for it. Like, we could have had all this shit in Galaxy's Edge already.
Is Anakin going to come to my room and give me a Swedish massage? I mean,
He's going to give you a happy ending.
If you have a
That's
young
fine.
one, he might kill it for you.
that's fine. Whatever. It's like I'm paying $5,000. You better kill a youngling in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeet him to purgatory.
And that's the other thing too, to feed into the whole Batu re-theme. Like, how re-themable will this hotel be? Because like, people still think that it's like we're gonna see Darth Vader and Mando. And
Oh,
stuff
God,
in
no.
Batu. It's like,
Not for a while now.
You'll see Mando.
it's gonna take a lot.
Mando,
of
but
time to
yeah.
make that happen.
You'll see Mando. I actually really think Mando and the child will make an appearance on this.
As long as it
That might be
happens.
some of the shit you smuggle on board.
Smuggled
Child in a
Grogu.
little box.
Yeah. I mean,
You never know.
makes sense in the
This
timeline of
this might be the what the hell am I looking
Catalyst.
for? Catalyst for the Mandalorian showing up. He could be on Galactic Star Cruiser.
I mean, there's. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
There's
there
nothing
wouldn't
saying
be.
no. There's nothing saying no. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a ship at this point. I mean, if you
You mean he doesn't have Boba Fett starship?
What's that?
if Slave One, he'd be a coward. Cancelled. In all seriousness, though, like if you did this in this time period where he's without the child, even though it's going to happen in Mando season 3, he could be on his own. Like
Ahsoka could even be alive still. Ahsoka could be there.
There's so many
Cal
options
Kestis
for
could be
this.
there.
But let's be real, it's going to be Rey and Kylo Ren.
Oh yeah, and Chewie, a lot of Chewie.
Lots
And
of
hopefully
Lots
by.
of-
Hopefully by. You mean the 6'5" Chewies? 6'6" Chewies? Instead of, what are they? What is he, 7?
Yeah, he's like 7'3".
No, he's like 6'6".
No, Peter Mayhew was like 7'3".
Yeah, and so is Jonas. Jonas is like 7'2".
Yeah, he's like 7'2" or 7'3".
Yeah.
I mean, they're close to the same height.
Yeah.
They're like. But to be fair, there's not how many 7-foot people are there in the world. You got to do what you got there. You just got to scale down everybody else who's around you.
Right. That's why you pair Chewie and Ray up all the time. You get a
Yeah,
short,
you see-
petite
you see
gal.
that contrast,
Yeah.
like,
Hey, as long as Kylo's there, I'm happy.
Of course you are.
Is there a Kylo cabin? Kylo suite?
Yeah, he comes in and gives you a blowjob.
Good.
Good. I think we should, in all seriousness, consider pulling our money together and doing one of the big suites, like the career suites.
Yeah.
You're gonna get more space for the money. So
You taking your droid? Taking your lightsaber?
I'm gonna take everything.
Yeah, I'm taking everything.
I'm gonna take a lightsaber or two.
Yeah. My question is, are they going to let you bring your blade and just walk around?
Yeah, they said they encourage dressing up.
Yeah.
You can't then go except a lightsaber. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Because that was the thing.
I mean, they'll be
people said
selling
on
it.
the
Remember
planet.
that? They were for a long, I don't know if you know this, but for such a long time when we lived here, you weren't allowed to take your lightsaber out of the
I feel
ship.
like it wasn't that long. Like they just gave up.
It was long enough and we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why?
it was long enough when I was like,
Because it's supposed to be a secret from the First Order.
Oh, get the hell out of
And
here.
hey man, this is the only place that makes sense for me to have a lightsaber.
I know.
What are you
Yeah.
fucking talking about?
Yeah.
I have to have it here. Anywhere else, I'm a fucking loser.
Right?
yep. Where else would I take it? I haven't taken it anywhere else. have
It's here.
I would though, but it is here. It is here.
Well, I've got some lightsabers here too, so.
You have a valid reason though. I don't.
True, yeah. I suppose. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the droid, taking the lightsaber. There has been a helmet development though. For you? Not for me. You can take helmets to, I mean, maybe the Halcyon too. But you can take helmets into the park
That's all I'm gonna say.
and you can put them on for pictures. But then you have to take it
So
off.
wait, I could take like, I could just with my X-Wing pilot costume.
With a helmet, with a Poe's helmet. Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
know, I'm taking Kylo's helmet next time I wear Kylo.
So wait, you just walk in holding it and they don't say anything?
No, they don't care.
Really?
As long as it's only for pictures and you
Well,
take it
you
right
know
back
what
off.
that makes me do, and this is something I was gonna save for the Halcyon, but I'm just gonna say it now before someone else comes up with it. That makes me really want to take that and become Car from the Force Collector.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're about 20 years older, but oh my
I don't
gosh.
care. I don't care. I was gonna save it for the Halcyon, but that's something I want.
You should totally. No one else can do that.
Yeah.
No one else. That's such a deep.
It's a deep
Yeah.
cut.
I love Car.
You need to read that book.
I will.
Take it.
Do it.
It's over there somewhere.
I've got it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Of course you
I need
yeah.
to
I
buy
bought
it.
a bunch of books
I need to buy
with the
it.
intent to read it.
That's one of those. That's like Light of the Jedi. As soon as I gave your Light of the Jedi back, I bought it. I was like, I have to have this book.
Alright, so I think it's safe to say we're all doing the fucking Halcyon.
We are.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
Ooh, 10.
15.
Yeah, maxed.
Yeah.
Still like an
The 18-minute video put me over the top. I said, okay, let's do this.
That didn't do anything for me because I
8.
was
18
already
minute
10.
video made me excited. Like, that's where I was like, okay, they're really. Like, my concern mainly was they're just taking shit they thought for Batu and just recycling it for this.
Right.
Which I still think is what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they're not just like, they're going to get a Ronto rap on board. Like, that's kind of what I thought they were going to do. So the fact they're not doing that makes me happy.
You're gonna eat those. What's it? The thing that Wrecker eats in Bad Batch. You're gonna get to eat those. Your favorite
The kettle corn or
puffs? Are they
whatever.
puffs?
Get the fuck out of here. That's Katsakis, bro.
Yeah. Mantel mix. That's what they called, right? Mantel mix.
This stuff him and Omega
Yeah.
are always chomping on.
This
Yeah.
is great, Ricky. I can't wait to eat all these pork rinds.
I'm Wrecker.
I can't wait either.
so quiet on Batu.
I'm gonna go to the bar too, and then I'm gonna kill ya.
If only they did go to Batu.
What if
It's coming.
they ended the episode on Batu?
Set a course to bar too.
And then though, you
Dun,
could
dun,
create-
dun,
you
dun,
could
dun,
have those
dun.
characters come to Batu then. It would be great.
No, they're dead in this time period.
They're dead,
Maybe.
dead. No. They're dead.
Maybe.
We're talking 20 years after Captain Rex was on Endor.
Maybe.
Dead.
Hey, Hunter got shot in the chest and lived.
Dead.
He can live. He'll be fine.
Dead.
He's
Just
immortal.
by biological circumstances, you're dead.
No, he's immortal.
Who?
Hunter, he's immortal.
He's got armor on.
Oh, you're right. That doesn't stop aging. It stops everything else.
The Emperor did
Just not
have armor
aging.
on, and he came back. How?
Somehow.
I don't know, Sith
Somehow,
some shit, I don't know.
Palpatine's returned.
How'd he come back?
I don't know. The scroll said he came back, so we just went with it.
I don't know. Shit, ask
I don't know what
AJ.
to
I
tell you.
don't fucking know. How'd he come back? Magic? Some gay shit? I don't know. AIDS? I don't know how he came back.
Can you imagine someone asking Poe after he said that in Episode 9? It's like, somehow Palpatine returned. Like, hold on, how? I don't know. The scroll said it in the beginning. Just said Palpatine returned.
Did you not see the title?
Yeah,
crawl,
it
you
was
fuck?
clear as day last
Dead
night.
speak. Come on.
He's back, so
Did you
we're...
not see the
No,
title?
no.
crawl?
No, he goes, you didn't play Fortnite? Come on.
Have you not played Fortnite? Yeah, I did, but that still doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Ask Kathleen. Anyway, Ray, are you going to go save him?
Yeah. Help us, Ray.
Please help us, our Lord and Savior Ray. All right, let's wrap this up. We're 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I'm glad you're fucking here.
Me too.
Can't wait. This is going to be a good time. Evan, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Can't wait to have a normal sleep schedule again. Not starting tomorrow, but that's fine.
You need to go home.
Yeah, I gotta get my ass home too. I'm
Me
exhausted.
too. It's 11 o'clock here.
Only here, though. Only where he's sitting. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10:59 where I'm sitting.
10:59. We
Wait.
counting down?
So
No,
now it's 10:59
Christ.
Where he's sitting.
I'm trying to get you to go
The
home.
world between
We're
worlds.
drawing this out.
Yeah, that's what I do.
All right. Where can everyone find you guys on the internet if they wanted to check you out?
Instagram for me, Evan T. Boucher.
Instagram for Big Red over here too. You got 2 places to follow me: at Fourth Mother Box for the other podcasts that I do with Kyle Stupid Ass Cosentino, who hates The Last Jedi. Who he still needs to come on this podcast and
He's
defend his stupid opinion. He will be coming on, and I know he's a regular listener now. And then at
Fuck you, Kyle.
at Ginger
Hey, Kyle.
_ Muscle.
You're a good guy. I like you. Even though you don't like that movie, I still like you. You're a good dude.
You're right.
Bitch ass
Any
slut
friend of
asshole.
Tom is a friend of mine.
Kyle's gonna end up on Love After Lockup one of these days.
Did you watch the last episode?
I did.
Dude, that shit got
It did get wild, yeah.
wild. You need to watch Left for Lockup, dude.
I guess so.
I could turn this into a Left for Lockup podcast. I actually had, remember the girl who was dating Michael?
Now he's
the
drawing
girl
it
who
out.
talked black? Remember that girl?
He's drawing it out.
What was her name? Like 2 seasons ago?
Yeah,
Michael, you need to give me these fucking kids. Remember
Yeah,
her?
yeah,
She was
yeah.
white. I almost had her on the podcast.
What?
Yeah. I did. I almost had her on the podcast.
That would have been spectacular.
I did. I almost had her, but I was
I would
like,
have left.
I was like, I don't think anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Nope.
You could totally get one of those F-list celebrities on this podcast. You absolutely could.
Sarah? I think her name is Sarah. Is it Sarah and Michael? Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, God. I have her email. I'll send it to you.
Okay, I got to see this.
Oh, God.
I'll
I
pass.
was so close to having her on. I was like, I don't know how this would go over. I think, like, no one would listen because they just thought, like, Love After Lockup. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is a mispost, but you can follow me on the Brad Adventures on Instagram and Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. We all 3 actually control that account.
Yeah.
So if you ever see anything funny, it's more than likely Tom.
If it's Kylo Ren, it's more than likely me.
If it's Evan, if it's the video of Evan jerking at the Kylo Ren, that was all.
I didn't post it, but I recorded it. Yeah.
Whoops. He fat fingered it and accidentally uploaded the wrong video.
Uploaded it to the cloud.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Please rate the show on Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify. Where you listen to the show, please rate and review it. Share it with your friends, and until then, we'll see you guys in the next show. Until then, may the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight.